Okay, so we're back with another episode of Crusading Candy Kingdom. I am Raven, the dungeon weaver here. These guys don't matter as much as I do.
Nice.
But I have
Danielle.
Holly.
and
Zack.
Kit. Oh, well, whatever. Okay. So where we left off, first of all, I quickly want to mention, because I ended the recording before I told them, as you guys know, you all leveled up.
Yeah.
Congratulations there.
Thank you, God.
You should be about level 12 now.
Oh, shit.
You guys been playing
I'm
at
leveling
level-
up. I'm leveling up.
You guys been playing at level 3 this whole time?
Okay, that's confirmation.
No, please don't.
I just want to tell you.
We did kind of end the last session pretty abruptly, and I don't think I need to remind any of you, especially not you, Holly, on how it ended. But
Yeah.
essentially,
Do you need to cry again? Because I will.
no, it's okay.
I can do it on command.
Can you?
I just
All
give
she
you
has
like
to
a
do is
second.
think about it again.
Yeah.
We ended with Trolli and Dot finding their two younger sisters, Juby and Jolly, mutilated and dead in a cave.
What?
What?
What do you mean?
And then, with the help of Kit and Igneas, they carried the bodies back to town. So this session begins. I'm going to say you guys got back to town, like, kind of in the evening. So we're going to actually resume the following morning. Ilkdud, it's 7, 8 a.m. The sun has just barely come into the sky, but it's actually a pretty cloudy day. There's a little bit of rain, a little bit of mist, and you guys are in a clearing out towards slightly behind what is now the mayor's house, Peepaw Hans's house. Trolli, you would know that Ilkdud does not have a particularly large population at any given time, so while this is the graveyard, it's pretty small. And there's two new graves and a podium between them with Hans standing with a few pieces of paper. As a majority of the town, including the three of you, and standing with you guys is Dot and Mima Margaret, all just quietly listening to people talking. He kind of shuffles his papers and he's like, forgive me, Hans ain't all too good at this. First and foremost, I'd like to thank, he's a little shaky, anyone and everyone that could be here today. I see almost nothing but familiar faces, and even those of you that aren't super familiar, it means a lot that you're showing your support today. He, like, a single tear just not shaking, he wipes it away because he doesn't want the mayor to be, because, like, he's a grandfather who just lost 2 grandkids, but he's also the mayor of this town. The world's going through a trying time at the moment. Our neighboring towns, you know, Twixen and Redvine, almost completely sick from the heat. And even if they weren't, those trash candy creatures remain on the prowl. That was somebody speeding off from the funeral. There was just a fucking driver. Are almost completely sick from the heat. Even if they weren't, those trash candy creatures remain on the prowl. And, you know, that kind of makes traveling between towns here on the coastlands a little difficult on account of our lack of a proper government. But you know what? We won't let that keep us down. Let's, he gestures to the 2 graves right behind him. Let's think back to Juby and Jolly, you know? Even with everything happening in the world these days, those 2 girls refuse to live their life to anything but the fullest, you know, on a day-to-day. You know, they lived with smiles on their faces, and happiness in their hearts. And, you know, even after, when they were youngins, their mother and father went missing. And then recently their older brother went missing. And then a little while after that, their younger sister had an urgent matter that she suddenly disappeared. They were pretty eager to fill little old Ilkdud's days with joy. In these times of struggle, all we can hope to do is come together. You know, like I said, my kids are missing alongside 3 of my 5 wonderful grandkids. But that doesn't make my family small by any means. my wife and my granddaughters and ejections to you and Da mean the world to me. Their safety is always going to be my number one priority, even as your mayor. He gets a little bit of a serious look on his face when he says that. And then he looks Dot in the eyes and he says, I can only hope that they understand that sticking with family is what's important right now. But to the rest of you, with all that in mind, as the mayor of this town, you're all my family. As long as I lead this humble cattle town, I will treat every single one of y'all like a well-loved cousin. Hand in hand, together, Ilk Dud will get through this. The court or the empire, or who knows who, will solve this problem. And when it's solved, Ilk Dud will be ready to thank them. And he kind of folds up his paper, and he's wearing a coat. They're all dressed as nice as they can, coming from a small cattle country
Like
town.
church clothes.
Yeah. He puts that piece of paper he was reading from into his pocket. And he claps his hands. Now, on to some other matters at hand. All of you may have noticed that our new friend Bohemian has left town now that his business is attended to. Unfortunately, that does not lead to any lack of need for defense for this town. Those trash candy creatures, who knows when they might come back. And so I wanted to extend the offer of a home and a place in this town to our newcomer, Cliff. And he
Okay.
No,
what?
Cliff. To Cliff. And everybody, including these two, suddenly everybody's a little happier. And Hans walks up to you, and he puts a hand on your shoulder, and he's like, Cliff, my friend, if you could do me the honor of taking this, and he goes to hand you the blunderbuss. Do you accept?
Why?
Well, we need a strong man like you to defend this town now that our paladin friend is gone. And as you are kind of reeling from this revelation, it seems to start getting darker. And what was once an early morning, peaceful, drizzling funeral, it's getting later and later in the day, and the rain's coming down a bit harder. The freshly packed dirt is now getting wet. So wet, in fact, that hands come out of these two graves, and the mutilated gummy bodies of Julie and Jolly come out. And they start kind of like, you don't offer it to that man, Peepaw. What's that man gonna do? Like that kind of thing. And they're kind of just like, you're not enough. And they start marching towards you, and as they're marching towards you, like, turn to look to one of your friends, and you turn to Trolli, and Trolli is also starting to, like, not look so great. She's, like a chunk of her face falls off. She's starting to melt a little bit to look like one of those fucking trash candy creatures. And Trolli's like, you're past your prime. Like, you're not a hero. You don't win things. You didn't fix this. You weren't fast enough. You should have just let Bohemian handle it. And you're kind of like, ugh. And, like, you turn to Igneas, and Igneas is starting to resemble that big creature you fought just last night. As you look around, like, almost everyone in town is just kind of glaring at you now. And Igneas grabs you by the face, because he is a lot bigger than you are. And he starts to squeeze, and he lifts you up a little bit. And Igneas is like, they've got a point, Cliff. You're nothing but a useless, good-for-nothing, defective soldier. And you fucking wake up all of a sudden. And you take a second to clear your head. everything up. It's now the day after the funeral, and for clarification, everything up until Bohemian's gone, everything before Cliff being offered that position, that was real. That stuff really did happen. Cliff being offered a position and that little nightmare scenario of how much of a fucking failure he is was in your head.
Right.
And you now wake up. This is also the first time you've managed to get any kind of actual proper sleep in a long time.
Yeah.
After how exhausting the previous day
proper.
was.
If that counts as actual proper sleep.
More proper than, like, technically not sleeping on paper.
Right.
After how exhausted you were yesterday, you originally planned to sit around and it just fucking didn't work. You are once again in the Gumption household, in your little roommate situation with Igneas. It is once again, let's go ahead and say it's 9 or 10 in the morning. So.
Okay, so when I notice him start awake, that's probably going to like bring me back into more consciousness out of my rest. So then I'll be like, kid, are you okay?
As soon as you speak, he'll like start to like put his arm into the sword and I'm fine. I'm fine.
You don't look fine.
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'll be fine.
If you say so.
Igneas, roll me a perception check.
Okay. I think I only have like a +1 to that. Yeah,
it's a very low DC.
Okay, it's a 9.
You've technically not been asleep, right? You would know from your experience the other day, Mima would be like, you would hear like the like all that shit going on that you heard the other morning. The Gumption household that is supposed to be so loud is almost dead silent.
In my mind, that makes a little bit of sense because there was just a funeral yesterday for 2 of the family members. But, okay, I can see that Kit would prefer to not be messed with right now. I might just, like, pick myself up and, like, okay, I'll be downstairs.
Okay.
I'll leave the room and start heading downstairs.
Do you head towards, where do you go? Like, just the kitchen? Like.
Yeah.
Okay. So you enter the kitchen, and, you can kind of hear Mima sobbing a little bit, but, like, as like, and she's just eating a bowl of cereal. She clearly had no motivation to cook any kind of big dinner. Good morning, Iggy. How are you today?
More or less all right. I'm a little bit worried about Kit.
What's there to worry about?
He didn't look so good a minute ago.
Like, she, like, leans in. You don't look sick, did he?
No, not like that.
Oh, okay.
But he looked like something's bothering him, but he won't tell me what
That
it
is the last thing we need.
No, not like that.
Oh, you know, Iggy, I know you're a bit of a youngin', and, you know, you don't, pardon my assumptions, but you don't seem like you have much experience in the mortality of the world. I know you golems, it's kind of a foreign concept. It hits pretty hard, and I know Kit didn't know my grandbabies, but, you know, it's still pretty traumatic for just about anyone.
You're probably right. It's probably just that.
Did you want me to fix you some Fruit Loops?
Well, before you do, I was going to ask if you're doing okay.
Oh, Iggy. Oh, you sweet boy. Your Mima's doing okay. She, like... Mima was awfully quiet yesterday. This is kind of the first conversation you've had with her since... and you can quickly flash back to, you know, like that very, like, my babies, when you guys walk back into town. I'm not going to reenact the whole thing. But she's very drained, and she's, like, trying to keep a brave face for the younger people around her, because while she might not be the mayor, she is the mayor's wife, you know, but she's clearly not practiced in it. I'm managing as best I can. How about yourself?
I don't think it's my place to be quite as bothered by it as everybody else.
Oh, it's perfect. Again, I understand your people are a little different, but it's perfectly natural to be even put off.
Well, I am.
If I might ask, I mean, because your people, your people don't know much about the ways of death. You don't die of old age, if my understanding is correct.
No, they only die when they choose to.
Right. What's it like to just not worry about leaving people behind? You get to die when you decide you've had enough, and pardon how harsh as this is going to sound, you just up and kill yourself. Or if you die in fight, in combat, or an accident, but
There is
nobody
that.
ever sees those coming. But look at me, you know, I'm old. I know I don't got that much time left in me. And I make do with that. And you're never going to have that feeling. And I just wonder what it's like.
I don't know. I guess I wouldn't be able to know the difference. I've only ever known it this one way.
Well,
And I don't have very many people to leave behind in the first place.
well,
I've only left behind some of my closest friends at the garden, but they'll be there when I come back.
well, that's something at least. But I don't know. I mean, I would think that not being able to die, like, that's got to affect your perception of life and death itself a little bit. Like,
It probably does. I might just not be completely aware of it.
right. Well, I'll tell you what, Iggy. And she stands up from the table and walks over to you, and as best she can, wraps her arms around you.
She can probably like manage it around the waist.
Yeah.
He's not as big there.
She holds you as tight as she can, but she is kind of becoming a frail old woman. She's like,
I have to kind of give her like a one-armed
Right,
hug.
she's
Because
like-
I cover
yeah.
like her whole body.
and she says, well, I'll tell you what, youngin'. I sure would be sad if you left me behind.
I don't want to.
And she just kind of embraces you for a minute. And Hans walks in, and Hans, Margaret, Iggy.
People.
Iggy, you haven't seen Trolli this morning, have you?
No, I haven't.
How about you, Margaret? Well, she's on the porch, dear. Okay, I gotta have a word with her. Then he almost goes to be like, give me 3 eggs this morning, Margaret, and then notices she's not cooking. Then he walks out to the porch. Excuse me. Jesus. And we'll cut to Trolli on the porch. You slept just well enough to not get an exhaustion point, but like you've had a rough night, understandably so.
Yeah.
And the creak of the old door opens, because Hans walks out. Like has to like do that like kind of bounce shut.
Yeah.
And there's like a porch swing that you're sitting on. You know, he like kind of walks over and does that like yeah.
No old man can sit down
Yeah,
without
like-
making a
yeah.
noise.
Yeah.
I can't sit down without making a noise.
She is kind of just closed off. All of her parts of her body are just like on her, and she doesn't even say hi.
How you doing, kiddo?
I have been better.
Mm.
How are you?
I think we've all been a bit bitter. Listen. Your old peepaw's not going to tell you what to do. You know I'm believing in being a free spirit and all that. But actually move this a little bit for my own sake. But
I heard a click noise, I think.
that was this.
Oh, okay.
But I know you really want that reward from the Queen. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared to see you go.
It's terrifying to go. The only reason I wanted the reward was to help the town.
I
And
know,
I feel
I know.
like I failed the town.
What makes you think like you failed the town, sweetheart? You haven't failed anyone. If anything, I failed.
No, you're doing great.
Am I? Because I let my own grandbabies get swiped out from under my nose when I'm the mayor of this goddamn town.
She just kind of stares off at the wood of the porch. She's not even like looking at it. She's just glazed eyed.
Well, I'm, again, not going to force you to do one thing or another, but your old peepaw thinks you should heavily consider staying home.
She gives it a very small nod.
You know that, Iggy, big and strong, can't die. And that kit filler, he seems mighty capable on his own. If they want to go help the Queen, I see no reason why they can't. But I think, us here on the coastlands, we don't got no royal family. We don't vote no one into office. We got a bunch of towns that are friendly with one another. So it's kind of hard for, the coast, when all the stuff going on in the world, we don't have quite a good way to handle it. And I think perhaps you'd be safer if you just stay here and let the Empire and let the court handle it. And when everything's said and done and the dust settles, then you can do all the traveling you like. I'll even lend you old Betsy, which is his gun.
I'll definitely think about it. I don't know what I'm going to do now.
Well, again, I will support whatever decision you make.
She leans over and puts her head on his shoulder.
He wraps an arm around you and kisses you on the forehead. He rubs your shoulder a bit. And he says, well, I couldn't quite understand where they were coming from. They thought it was a little exciting when you left. Your sisters, I mean.
Did they?
Yeah, well, you're kind of, well, you might be the youngest of us outside of your brother Harry. You're kind of the most adept, shall we say. And they couldn't stop fantasizing about all the adventures you'd have and come home and tell them about them, which, your old peepaw wishes you wouldn't. Your old peepaw wants you safe and sound, but anyway,
She's just absorbing this information.
I'll tell you what. I gotta go talk to Billy, but your sister wanted to speak to you. She's in a room upstairs. You don't let those boys leave without saying bye to me, though, all right?
I'll be sure to give a good word in for you.
All right. I got ears like a rope.
Oh, I know you do.
They can't slip at me.
I can't even slip into the house at late night without you coming out with your gun.
It's true. He gets a little yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Peepaw knows what he's doing. And he steps up off
I
the.
feel like that was one of those, I've definitely never snuck past you
Definitely
before.
never.
And he starts to saunter off towards Billy's house.
And then she'll go inside, say hi to me, Mom, again, and hi to Egg.
Hello.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm a little bit more concerned with how you're doing today.
Oh, I'm okay. I appreciate the concern. Mima, is Dot upstairs?
Yeah, she's in her bedroom.
Alright, then I'll be back. And she'll head upstairs to go see Dot.
So you head upstairs, and you go. You kind of know where all the bedrooms are. You know, even though technically you've only been in this house as long as these three have, you know how to find a gumption when you need a gumption.
It's a sixth sense.
Yeah, and you see a bedroom with a door cracked open with you know the name Dot on a sign on it, and you hear like tinking metal in there.
Give the side of the door frame a good Dot.
Yeah, hold on a minute. You hear a fabric and like, oh hey little sis, what can I do you for?
Peepaw said you wanted to talk.
Come on in.
I feel like she just grabs my collar and like yanks me in close.
No, she like oh, come on in.
Right.
Closes the door behind you. You see a half-eaten bowl of cereal on a desk, a bed with like a bunch of like her room is nothing but like papers and books and like strewn about very much like it's not a mess because I know where everything is.
Mm-hmm. Organized chaos.
Yeah, and up next to the door is like,
So, like, my room.
is her bow and a quiver of arrows. And she sits down in like the one chair in the room and she's like, take a seat.
And she like looks around. She just sits on the ground crisscross.
A little weird, but alright.
Where did you want me to sit?
I don't know. Don't make this weird.
You seem to be feeling better.
I'm not, but
Well, you're hiding it a lot
your
better.
big sister's got some stuff to talk to you about. Listen, you and I know Peepaw pretty well. And I know Peepaw's scared.
He was terrified.
And I know Peepaw doesn't want you going nowhere.
He told me this morning.
I think you need to get the hell out of here.
Why is that?
Listen, Peepaw's scared. And your old sister Dot is also pretty scared.
Yeah.
Admittedly.
I
But
can
you know what
tell
else I
that's
am?
right.
You know what else I am? I'm fucking angry. Let me tell you what. There's a lot going on nowadays. Alright? There's the heat killing people left and right. There's those fucking trash candy creatures killing people left and right. They took our sisters from us. Okay?
Yes, I know.
And
I know.
right now, you and I, plus fucking old Betsy in the room down the hall, are the only any resemblance of strength, gumption, anything. Alright? And Musket just jumped down the table. And I firmly believe that what the world needs right now is a gumption. And I can't do it. As great as I am, I'm relatively new to this whole thing. But you know what I can do? Defend this town and defend our family. Because I'm openly able to admit that you're more adept at this kind of thing than I am. So you need to get out there and help fix it.
Well, I can't just leave.
You're coming back.
But what if I don't? And then you lose another sister. And you can't even find her then. And then I'm just another Harry.
I'm not gonna lose you. And speaking of Harry, he's somewhere out there. He's gotta be. And you need to go find him. I know you. And I know how he treated you when you were young, and I know the things you learned from him. You think those two fucking hopeless boys are gonna be able to do anything on their own?
It's like the opposite fucking speech of what Peepaw said.
Yeah. Trolli, they need you.
I don't think they need
This
me.
world needs you. I need you to do this. I need you to stop the heat from taking our world. I need you to stop those creatures from taking our friends and loved ones. And I need you to find our brother. Because I can feel it, Trolli. He's out there. I have not lost 3 siblings. I've only lost 2. And I'm not going to lose another. You're going to be fine out there. And you're going to find him.
She like starts to cry a little bit. She's doing her best not to like show it.
Mm-hmm.
Little strawberry puff seeds coming out.
I believe in you. With every fiber in my being. And with Harry not here, it's my job, and peep on me, Mom, but it's my job to be the protective oldest sibling. And I'm telling you, you've got this.
What? How are you gonna protect this town by yourself?
With my fucking bow. What do you think I'm gonna do? You see how
You
I'm
by
gonna...
yourself?
Yes.
No.
There's me, Peepaw's got blunderbuss, and I'm fucking positive.
It took Peepaw 5 whole seconds to get out of the chair this morning.
He can shoot from the chair.
5 seconds is a lot longer than you think. A lot can happen in 5 seconds.
It's like, you ever play one of those then there tower defense games? We're just gonna do that. I got a bow, he's got a gun, they're gonna come into town, we're gonna shoot them from a distance.
You need
And, you hold your horses, young lady. I know goddamn well I can fucking force Gooby and Golly into helping me out.
One of them's already lost a hand. What are you gonna do? Sacrifice them?
If I gotta.
Okay.
Okay.
Shit.
Billy can talk their ear off. The point is, this town, contrary to what people might think, has means of defending itself. And I'm one of them. You need to get out there.
I can't handle losing you.
You're not gonna lose me. I'm gonna be right here, safe and sound on Elk Dub.
And I'm not here to make sure you're safe and sound. If you're telling me to leave.
Listen, she like stands up and kneels in front of you and puts her hands on your shoulders. Listen, you're mighty strong. I admit that. Not stronger than I am. Physically. Emotionally, I am 8 years your senior. I know what I'm talking about. You are needed right now. Every gumption growing up has a key moment in their lives. This is yours.
At least make a better plan than playing tower defense with the house or something.
It's gonna work, Trolli. It's gonna work. What else I got 2 daggers. You saw how effective those could be. I got my bow. Fucking Peepaw's got old Betsy. We have enough to set up proper defenses. And you know what? I'll sweeten the deal for you. Between you and I, Peepaw might have a problem with this, but I'll talk to him anyway. Can't help but notice y'all are making poor Iggy pull a cart into town.
Well, not Kit. Not gonna mention the Kit was also
Don't
helping
make
pull the
this
cart.
weird. Don't make it. You're not even here.
Yeah, we don't have any horses.
You know, Peepaw's big favorite cow?
Yeah? Betsy?
No, not that one. That's his second favorite. His favorite is Milky Way.
Milkway?
Milky Way.
Milky?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I thought he died.
Y'all can borrow Milky Way. Milky Way, she big and strong.
You're just gonna let us have Milky Way?
Well, it's not gonna have ourselves. I'm gonna let you borrow Milky Way.
I can't promise Milky Way safety.
Milky Way don't need your help for safety, alright? Milky Way's a cow.
You know Peepaw's gonna be
Milky Way
pissed.
might be a cow, but she's also a goddamn stallion, alright?
Peepaw is gonna be furious when he finds out.
He ain't gonna be Jack.
I like how she's slowly adopting Peepaw's voice.
She's like becoming a more tired old woman. She can't be just carefree, have fun anymore.
Fine.
Okay.
I'll borrow Milky.
Okay, and you'll get out there and you will help fix this problem.
You, on the other hand, you need to pull the town people in closer to the house.
I know.
And further away from it.
I know how tower defense works, girl.
You need to train some of the townspeople.
You know how many mobile apps I've played on this here Apple Pie phone? A lot of them, alright?
Okay, try not to base all your strategies off a game. Maybe you should talk to Kid.
Life's a game, and I'm the top player, darling.
Oh my goodness.
You get out there and you save the
Go
world.
talk to Kid. He knows what he's talking about. He can help you come up with some strategies or something.
Okay.
You promise?
I'll do my best, but he might make it weird.
Did you promise me? You can't break a gumption promise.
I know.
Okay.
Okay.
get up and give her a mighty hug.
She hugs you back, lifts you off the ground a little bit. She's slightly taller than you. Puts you back down. I'll go talk to your weird friend.
Okay. And
You go tell Peepaw that I said you could take the cow.
oh, you want me to do that? I thought you were
God
going
damn yeah, I want you to do that. I don't want to talk to him about it. You have my permission, but you still got to go do it.
Okay, have an action. I think she plays like pulls
Nah, it's too late now. She goes and starts heading towards Kit's room. You're on your own. You're on your own.
While they're doing this,
Shit.
can Kit do a few things?
What does he want to do?
So Kit wants to just kind of leave for a minute. Like
the room he's in, or like the
he's
building?
gonna leave the building. For
Okay.
now. As he passes by everyone, he'll kind of nod and just walk out the door. He's going to go down to where he was told the Junction household was, and he's gonna
That
knock
must
on the
be
door.
glaring at me.
He's mad that you killed my sisters.
Hello? Who is it?
Is this Mrs. Junction?
Yes.
I need to speak to your sons.
She cracks open the door.
Whatever for?
I need to talk to them about a few days ago.
Go be down, get your asses down here. I'll be right a moment.
She closes the door.
If that ain't a fucking gumption
You
household.
hear like
Junction household.
you hear like a bunch of shuffling, and you hear like a, and then the door opens, and Golly's like, and Gooby's right behind him.
Which one was it that lost their hand?
Golly.
Kit's going to kind of step up to Golly, pull the hand out of his bag and shove it into his chest. At the same time, grab his shirt collar and pull him in and say, "Do not be a burden to this town," and then shove him back. And he's going to point at the other one. You either. And he's just going to leave.
Not gonna give him the card for your guy.
One of them goes like, Captain, and the other's like, is he a captain? I don't know.
I don't know what my fucking sister saw in these dumbasses.
Kid is then going
There's
to...
very other men in town around their age.
Kid is going to go to... Is there any kind of, shop in this
There's,
town?
okay, yes and no. There's, somebody's house that clearly has a merchant cart outside. It's empty. By process of elimination, you would assume everything is inside.
Okay.
But, yeah.
I will go and knock on that door.
What can I do you for?
Do you happen to have any weaponry?
I don't know. Maybe come on in. I'm a traveling merchant, you see, but given everything going on, not much traveling, and not many people here in town need a merchant. So
Right.
I'll see what I can do for you. Was there anything in particular you were looking for?
Do you happen to have a long sword and shield? Or at least one or the other?
He's got this kind of just side room that's this is all the stuff that would normally be in my cart. I've got a long sword. I do not have a shield, but I'll tell you what I do have. I have this. My wife ain't home, and I've got this big pot of hers.
That's alright. I'm not in that desperate need. If I could take the long sword.
Okay. I've been off the market for a while, so I don't really remember. Listen, I'm a man who needs some money. How about you and I sit along? What say you to 10 gold?
That's fine.
Should have asked for more. He's just
And he'll take the 10 gold out and hand it to him.
thank you.
And he'll take the long sword. I'm assuming it's in a sheath.
Yeah.
He'll kind of fit the sheath around his greatsword sheath. And just kind of set it there.
Is there anything else you wanted?
Just those for now.
You want to hang out?
I do have some things to do. I'm sorry.
You made it weird, but alright.
Jesus.
He's just gonna leave.
Okay.
I have a question for God.
Yes.
This is a dumbass question, but I think I lost some information when I transferred phones.
Okay.
You gave us luck points, right?
Yeah, you all have 3 luck points, and speaking of which, roll your luck numbers.
Oh yeah.
Also, while Zack is on the phone, I'm gonna use the restroom.
Yes. At the what? I'm sorry. No, we're
Even really, that was
diagonal
the
across
first
the
half.
street. We're at level 1 scrubs. We're across the street from the medical center. We're at level 1 scrubs. One more time, sir. Yeah, if you see the dentist or dental, we're just to the right. Level 1 scrubs. It should be a little extra. There's the fur baby royal grooming. There's a 2-level fur baby royal grooming, oriental, and then right next to that is level 1 scrubs. I mean, I don't know what's up with their location services, but I've changed it back to level 1 scrubs. Yeah, because when I type in the address, it just automatically pops up for me, which is why it was special instructions says level 1 scrubs.
Quite enjoying my SFT's rework.
Hmm.
I'm quite enjoying my SFT's rework.
Yeah.
I have spell slots now.
Holy shit. I just have to accept that I'm a fighter with 2 spell slots.
Unfortunately, you've got like basically the same problem that I was having with Eldritch Knight. It looks like kind of those classes share a little bit of the same issue.
I mean, I'll live with it because I can at least use my 2 spell slots to buff my damage more. But the abilities for Hexblade is just really nice, so I can't
It's true.
change. Or I don't want to change.
You have a healer in your party again,
Yeah, that'd be nice.
but instead of it being nice, pretty, holy healing, it's gonna be creepy healing.
Yeah.
Okay, can you remind me? No, I'm sorry. The season DM. How many
I'm not
spells
good enough for you.
total that I get as a druid? Because like it tells me the spell slots that I get, but it doesn't tell me like the amount
Spells
of spells I
known.
can pick. Yeah.
So
Excuse you.
Quiet. You're being bad.
What are you doing? You're a baby.
Did I just miss it?
Choose a number of druid spells equal to your wisdom modifier plus your druid level.
Okay. Thank you.
okay, sorry.
I'll let her finish whatever she's doing.
Whatever DoorDash recently did to change the way their location services work has fucked over everything.
Nice.
So every time we order, it's like, I can't find you. Read the fucking instructions then. There's instructions right there. Baby.
Quiet.
What are you doing?
You're being bad.
Are you good?
I'm good.
Okay. So then you leave the junctions, or you leave the merchant back.
Yeah, and then I'll head back to the Gumption household.
Okay. So, right as you're walking up, Dot peeks her head out the door, and she's like, "Where you fucking are, you goddamn weirdo?" Trolli told me to find you. Peepon might try to talk her out of it, but don't let him. I talked her into it. She's gonna keep traveling with the 2 of y'all. but she wanted me to come to you about some advice on how to better defend this town in her absence. I think I'll be fine. I said me and Peepaw should do it like tower defense with my bow and his gun.
Well, with
That's a pretty good idea, right?
With a town of this size, you will need to have at least a few more points of watch. You should probably also put some fortifications around the city.
I think
It's pretty open. You should probably add some walls.
I think Peepaw was going to talk to Bill about refortifying that there gate at the front of town.
Anything you can do to keep small cracks and holes out of any walls or areas around the town would be good. These creatures seem to be small enough to fit into areas that others wouldn't. So anything that you could think of that even a small animal, like even a nestle, close it up.
Good to know.
Keep them tall as well. They seem to be able to climb.
Okay, all right. I'll keep that in mind. What's up with the you already had a sword, I thought. She points to the long sword on your hip.
I want to try to be able to move faster and do more. I'm going to try to turn this into a blade I can hook into my arm and hopefully use a shield with it. As it is, I'm too disbalanced with my greatsword to use a shield in my other hand.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it would be the most effective way to wield a sword of that size, but I figured, you're already kind of weird. You do you. Anyway,
Try to find some other people.
I will. I'm sure I'll see you again before I leave, but if I somehow don't, you keep my sister safe.
Of course.
And what is now technically my younger brother as well. And so now we are all once again back inside the Gumption household. Igneas, Mima, and Peepaw are all sitting at the table enjoying bowls of Fruit Loops. You walk into the front, and I'm assuming you're coming downstairs from your talk with Dot, even though she's already left. Without talking about the town. Just so you were clear.
I know. I'm aware.
Is there anything in particular either one of you do as you walk in on Igneas and his grandparents?
I'll just kind of nod at them and sit down somewhere nearby.
And y'all want something to eat? You want some Fruit Loops? I got plenty of Fruit Loops.
Sure.
Or if you're more of a Frosted Flakes kind of guy.
Either one.
Okay. And she whips you up a bowl of Frosted Flakes and sets them down.
He'll.
I like how I say whips you up instead of just here you go.
He puts a spoon attachment on and
It's like that one giant spoon from that one vine. Like,
it didn't fit in my bowl.
I don't know what's wrong with my throat today. I'm sorry. Jeez.
Do you want me to get you a bottle of water?
No, it's okay. So you sit down with them and you're eating a bowl of cereal. Igneas, you have Fruit Loops.
Mm-hmm.
Peepaw's also a Frosted Flakes kind of guy. He gives you like a... And Mima is on her second bowl of Fruit Loops. And then Trolli comes downstairs.
Kit would noticeably look more solemn than usual, by the way.
Unfortunately, she's not.
No, I know. I'm just
Concerned
like...
at the moment.
Unfortunately, I don't give a shit.
To Peepaw,
What can I do for you, darling?
can we talk outside
You just did.
again?
Again, I just sat down to eat these Frosted Flakes. Frankly, young lady, you should be feeding yourself and whipping up yourself a bowl of cereal
How
and
about
fueling up for the day.
I'll meet you outside.
How about you come sit there right here next to your Peepaw? Spend some quality time with me and the family and kid.
Okay, are you sure you wouldn't rather just go outside and talk?
I'm positive. It's
Oh, dear.
it's nice and cozy in here. Let's try to.
Igneas, I just remembered something we need to take care of in town.
You just sat down to eat your cereal, boy.
I will finish it. When
It's
I
gonna get all soggy.
I like it better.
Well,
that
if
way.
he doesn't like it that
Dude,
way,
you
I'll
made
eat
it
it.
fucking weird.
And he's just gonna look at Igneas.
Yeah, no, I'm getting up and going with you.
Mima's like, Iggy. Like they're both like, where are you guys going? No!
Charlie is just looking at us like, don't leave me. Oh my god, what are you doing?
Kit will lean down Did you not want?
Listen, kiddos, youngins. If y'all can stop making it weird and just eat your cereal.
I was.
My apologies.
You'll sit back down and just.
Yeah, you respect those Frosted Flakes, boy. They're better crispy.
If we're being honest, I do not prefer them soggy.
And where
And
were
he'll
you
take a
going?
bite.
Where were you going?
It seemed that she wanted to talk to you alone, but
There is nothing you can't say to me in front of your. What are you, embarrassed? Spit it out, girl. What you need? Peepaw's give you anything you need.
I need-
as
I
long as
need
it
a
does.
favor. I
As
need a
long as it
favor.
does not involve leaving town, especially not with Milky Way. I'll give you anything you need.
I need a favor.
What's up?
How much do you love me?
I love you more than the Milky Way above that my favorite cow is named after.
Favorite cow.
My favorite cow. It's important to you, correct me if I'm wrong, that I live a very happy and fulfilling life.
Yeah, where is this going?
So we agree
we agree, yeah.
that it is important for people to be able to live their life to the fullest,
Uh-huh.
much like Jolly and Juby did.
Yes.
I'm leaving. I'm not staying.
Well, like I said, you know, I don't think that's the wisest, but I'm not going to stop you from whatever it is you choose to do. And as Peepaw's talking, the front door opens up and Dot's in, and she's like, "You telling me you're taking the cow yet? I got her out front."
Dot!
You're doing what now?
My favor is that I need to borrow Milky Way.
Milky Way?
I need to borrow Milky Way, yes.
Who's Milky Way?
Milky
My favorite cow.
Yeah, his favorite cow.
Oh, well, do you have another cow?
I have my second favorite cow. What was it?
Bessie.
Bessie.
Why don't
But
we...
she's like Iggy.
Huh.
Totem pole's tall. Milky Way's up here. Bessie's like down here. You ain't seen the chocolate milk Milky Way produces.
Well, we don't need chocolate milk.
We need a...
Yeah, you don't even need chocolate milk.
I need a way to pull the cart so that Iggy doesn't have to. And if you think about it, this way, you're not only helping your granddaughter feel free and fulfilled in her life, making her happy, but you're saving your new grandson from having to cart around.
Why don't we just take the other cow?
Kit doesn't want the cow.
Can't say you want the cow. Kid agrees with me, okay? He thinks
Do
it's
you
a great
agree,
idea. No.
son?
He agrees with me. He thinks it's a great idea to bring the cow. We're gonna make better times.
All right, hold on.
we do need a way to.
Give me the fucking Frosted Flakes there, boy. He takes your Frosted Flakes. You're like 2 bites in, he takes them.
I was going to say.
Take the
happen to
cow.
have
Take
some
the cow.
horses.
Take the cow. Fuck it. Take the cow. See if I care. Take the goddamn cow. Take the cow.
I know it hurts. I know it does.
Look. All right.
Kid's just gonna like pull out one of his like ration sticks and start chewing on it.
Look.
Can I have the Frosted Flakes?
Do you want my favorite cow?
I've been asking if we can take another cow instead. I
Uh,
don't see why we need to take a specific cow.
because Milky Way is far and above the only cow strong enough to pull a cart. I will
Oh.
openly admit that.
Okay, well,
Unless you have 2 spare horses.
I don't have any horses, let alone spare horses. You know I'm not a horse guy. I'm a cow guy. I like cows.
Then I need to borrow Milky Way.
is there
Otherwise,
no...
you're
Back
gonna
now
make-
above.
Otherwise,
Okay.
you're gonna make your granddaughter walk in this heat across the plains.
Don't you try to guilt trip your peepaw.
I'm just saying, it's the honest to God truth.
Okay, I'll tell you what. You take Milky Way. Milky Way's big and strong. Milky Way keep you safe. You take Milky Way with the promise that you bring Milky Way and your friends here back.
I will do my utmost
No,
best.
you're gonna promise me.
People, you know I can't promise something like that.
Then you're not taking the cow. You're gonna promise me you all come back safe. Otherwise, I'm not giving you my cow.
I will make that promise.
told you to then.
I will not allow another one of your family members to go.
Okay. And real quick, Igneas, since you were the one that looked at the map before, you know that, like, yeah, you have this little shortcut from, like, the court to the plains, but, like,
No,
without a
the-
way to pull this cart,
yeah.
it's going to get real old real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Give me a minute to say goodbye. He, like, gets up.
It takes a whole 5 seconds to get over.
Yep. Let me go. Say goodbye to your girl.
Of course.
And he walks outside as Dot walks back in. I think that went well. I think that went real
You
well.
think?
Yeah.
I told you should talk to him.
What was I gonna say that you didn't already say?
Then I didn't
Who's
have to
frosted
do
flakes of these? And she points at yours and starts eating them.
it. Then I didn't have to do it.
What do you mean?
I didn't want to have to do that.
You are. Listen, I told. She hushes her voice so like, it's just the two of you. I told you, you're growing up. This is it. Growing up involves all the fun adventuring alongside the not so fun emotional talks with the people, so to speak. And I fully believe that you are going to come out of this a capable, independent, gummy woman. But in the meantime, I sure as shit don't want to be the one to give Peepaw news like that.
God. She's gonna get up and
I'm new to the whole being your like guardian older sibling thing, alright? You know.
Probably gonna make a bowl of Fruit Loops. And then she's gonna give it to Kid.
Fucking weirdo. Fucking Frosted Flakes are better. You should know that.
I chose that at first.
You're eating the bowl that he was supposed to eat.
Ah,
You made it weird.
good for you. Good for you. Being like part of the family already.
Oh my god.
And you all just sit and share a little bit of a. That's fucking dope. Share a little bit of a breakfast. Every now and then you hear, like, from an open window, like, you be strong out there, okay? You're getting the good milk while they're on the road, alright? Alright, Milky?
Give me some good chocolate milk for Frosted Flakes.
Like, it's like getting real blubbly. Like,
I like the cat. I think the cow's just like.
you occasionally hear like a. Ooh.
You start to occasionally hear the like nose like blowing like.
After a little bit, you hear like a moment of silence and like, you didn't see nothing, golly, like, and you hear footsteps walking away, like, and then a minute after that, Peepaw Hans walks back inside and it looks fine. Got it all out of my system, y'all. Like, do you need help getting the old girl on the cart or anything? Anything I can do before y'all head out? I know you gotta get going.
Oh sure, I'll give you a little more time with her.
Okay, thank you. I will go hook her up to the cart now. And close the door and send me right back. Like, all right, let's go, old girl. So, slight meta here. If there's anything at all you want to attempt in town, you're not going to be back for a little while.
I already did it.
Anything else?
I want to finish my Fruit Loops.
I will also finish my Fruit Loops.
My alternate plan was to steal the cow.
My cow!
My favorite cow! Those damn trash candy creatures stole my cow.
Wait, that explains the lyrics to the song. He goes to say hi to his favorite cow. The cow's not there. That's why he's on his knees.
Oh, Lord, won't you tell me how?
That's what happens.
I didn't think of that.
I was gonna be like, hey, kid, distract my peepaw.
Distract my fucking grandpa while I rob him of his, like, prized possession.
Well, he was willing to let me get robbed.
You know what? You're right.
But she's like, nah, if I do that, he's gonna be destroyed.
Right.
Lost 2 grandkids and his favorite
Todd
cow.
busts in. Your cow is missing. My cow is missing.
And then Mima's like, my baby! Like, yeah, I just wanted to quickly, like, because the three of you know, like, okay, we have, and the coconut is still just fine in your bag currently. We have the coconut. We do have to move on. We can't just hang out here. Like, arguably, it wasn't wrong of you, but it was wrong of you to spend an extra 2 days. But like, there was a funeral.
Yeah.
You know.
I wasn't gonna miss that.
Yeah. No. Nobody would have expected you to. But like, technically, you're supposed to be doing this. For you.
Yeah.
But assuming there's nothing either of you want to try to go do.
Nope. Nope.
Kit will kind of go to the outskirts of town, and making sure that there's no one around, he will pull out the phone.
The one you
The one for the queen.
Okay.
I have that.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, she has both phones.
I thought she handed it to me.
Nope. I
Quiet.
have both
Quiet.
phones.
I was the one that asked for her. Why did she hand it to you?
Because I look the most responsible.
Because she's the one that was like
Then-
carrying like the tent and everything because you guys don't need it.
Then Kit will ask you for the phone.
Being bad.
We'll just say you have it.
Okay.
Sure.
Um,
You can get it from me before
You have You have the phone for the queen, the little Oreo.
I have the phone for fucking.
You have the
burner
Apple
phone.
Pie
The
phone,
phone.
which works for literally any other thing you want to do with the phone. It's just if you want to go to the queen, it has to be that one specifically.
Yep.
But you can like get people's phone numbers.
But I thought we also had a thing for fucking fudge.
Yeah,
That's the phone it is.
number
You got
in
it
that
from
phone.
him,
Oh yeah.
but you can use it for other phone numbers.
Did he delete the rest of his contacts?
The only contact on there is himself.
Damn. I was hoping like. Bohemian
We should
was
make
on
sure
there.
that we have contacts for the Gumption household and stuff.
Oh yeah, and we should probably get their numbers too.
Right now, you're on the outskirts of town with the
Well,
Oreo.
I have mine. I'd like to just. Hey, Peepaw. Technology.
What the fuck is this?
Hey, where's the dial? Where's the rotary?
Where do I write the letter?
You better fucking.
You know what? How about you just tell me?
Where do I write the letter? Right here, actually. Oh.
But yeah, we can get back to that later.
Yeah.
Kit will make sure that there's nobody around, and then he'll flip the phone out and try to make the call.
You hear a few. Hello.
Hello. Abigail, right?
Yes.
Abigail, right?
Yes.
We've gotten the coconut that you needed.
Oh, good. Hold up, give me a moment. Like you hear her walking away. She's like, "Okay, sorry, I was in the middle of talking with some people."
Sorry about that.
No, you're okay. You're okay. So you got you got the cream coconut.
Yes.
Okay, that's fantastic. Was it? How'd that go? How are you guys? Are you? The other
three
two
of
are
us-
still alive, right?
Yes. We are all fine.
Oh, good. Thank heavens.
Trolli ended up losing some siblings, but
I'm sorry to hear that.
it's sorry.
What will
We got the coconut without incident otherwise.
Good. And
We have noticed...
to be clear, you're still like nobody knows what you need the coconut for, do they?
Correct.
Okay. What do you have? You the three of you discussed what you're gonna do now?
Most likely we are going to head to the plains to try to get the stone.
Okay. Well, be careful with that coconut.
Yes.
I wish you luck.
Thank you. One more thing I should mention,
Yes.
in case it ends up being important. There are apparently bigger versions of the trash creatures.
It's odd. I've never.
One that was about the same size as I am, and then another that was larger than even Igneas.
Goodness. Do you have any hypothesis as to why?
I'm not sure. When we found the larger one, it was actually eating the coconuts.
Well,
I
I
don't
suppose-
know if maybe eating will make them grow over time, or...
I don't know, but I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, kid. Thank you for that. I will pass that on to the royal scientist, and next time we speak, hopefully I'll have some more information for you.
Right.
But thank you for the warning.
All right.
If there's nothing else,
That should be it.
okay. Good. Please keep me informed.
Of course. And he'll close the phone and tuck it away.
I can't believe he lied to the queen.
He didn't want, because like she was clearly in the middle of something, or else he'd be like, there is one other person that knows now, but he didn't want to pull her away from that for a long time.
Right.
He wasn't lying to be like, no, I haven't told anyone.
No,
he was
we don't
lying
know.
because he's just like, you clearly don't have time for me to tell you.
More
why.
of like a, I'll just tell you later.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Meanwhile, did you want to try to get anybody's phone number?
Get Peepaw or Meemaw and then Dot especially.
Okay. Who do you ask first?
I'm gonna ask Dot first.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Just,
Frankly, we should have thought of this earlier, huh?
yeah, probably.
Frankly, well, you don't have a phone, so when you disappeared,
Well,
we really should start getting this town some phones. Why is it just me that has a phone? Who do I talk to even? Like,
you talked,
I just play games on my phone.
You talked to Harry. Remember?
You ever play Candy Crush? I like Candy Crush.
The phone was to keep.
You ever play Temple Run?
Oh my god.
I like that one. I like Temple Run.
The phone was to keep, in contact with you and Peepaw. It was because people want to keep in contact with you, remember?
People don't have a phone.
What do you mean you don't got no phone?
It's just me.
Well, of course he has a phone.
Yeah, he's got like his house phone. With the dial.
But he can still call you from it.
Yeah, fair enough.
So therefore,
But my point was you should have had a phone.
yeah, I should have.
Yeah, but you could have played Pokemon Go with me. Think of all the games we could have been playing. You ever play Tekken? Great card game. Yeah, my number. You should see the phone back.
Oh, I don't.
Not only have I given you my number, I put a few of my favorite games on there.
Oh, thanks, Dad.
Well,
The one downside of Pokemon Go is there ain't no damn Pokestops out here.
as someone who just lives in this one fucking town, there ain't much to do. Gotta play games.
I'm gonna go to Meemon.
Every now and again I find a Rattata.
Meemon, do you have a phone?
Yeah, no, darling. We have the house phone.
Okay. Can you put the house phone number in this phone so I can call on y'all and check on y'all?
Sure thing. She takes the phone.
How about you maybe just tell me what the number is?
That might be a better idea.
Yeah.
She has her phone. She gives you the phone number. You put it in under Gumption House. So now you have Dot's phone number, the Gumption House phone, and Fudge. Pumpkin Fudge. And Pumpkin Fudge, like in your contact list, has like the sunglasses emoji next to it.
Love that.
I feel like he also has the finger gun hands.
Yeah.
Can you look?
Can I change it?
Yeah, if you want.
Can I just get rid of the sunglasses and the finger emojis and just put it like a cowboy hat?
Sure.
Yeah, that's all I want.
For a second I thought you were gonna put a heart, and I was gonna be like, if you want, it's kind of weird.
No.
You made it weird.
You made it weird. Okay, I'm done.
I'm glad that in the end Kit finally got to get one in.
And then of course she's gonna say bye to everybody.
Yeah. Well, they all will gather at the gate to see you off. Igneas, is there anything you want to do?
I finished my cereal, right?
Yes.
That's it.
Okay. So all of you.
I mean, I'll say quick goodbyes to
No, yeah,
everyone.
all of you walk up to the front gate. You were on the outskirts of town, so you kind of just meet them at the front gate. At the front gate is Peepaw with this big burly brown cow. She looks very strong. She makes, from experience, she makes great chocolate milk. All set up to pull your cart. Mima's holding your hand. She's rubbing your fingers a little bit.
Very large
And
fingers.
Peepaw just kind
It's like
of
the whole hand.
pats Milky Way a few times.
Holds back some tears.
Alrighty, well, kids, I wish you luck. Don't forget, you did promise to come back in one piece. Where are you headed to next?
We're going to the plains, right?
Yes.
Then
You be careful out there. The
we're
plains,
just headed back over the border.
plains is a dangerous place.
We'll be fine.
We have a contact there.
You know me. I'm always fine.
I know.
Kit has a point. We do know someone there.
Do you?
Yes.
Who?
Goes by the name of Funkin' Fudge.
He's a friend of Bohemians.
Ah, gotcha. Sounds like a mighty fine fella then. That
He seems
name is
so.
pretty cool.
Bohemian, yes.
I was more so thinking Funky Fudge, but
Funkin' Fudge is a pretty cool name.
You have to admit it is cool.
The name, yes. I don't know about the man yet.
Fair enough.
He seems fun.
regardless,
Sure.
At this point it's midday. And, Peepaw's like, look, you follow this trail right out of town. It will take you straight to the one massive city in the plains, Variety Bog.
What'd you say?
Variety Bog.
Oh, okay.
That one city in the plains. Now, I don't know where your contact lives or anything like that, but if you are looking for something in the plains, that's probably your best place to start. He looks up at the sky. And now, judging by the position of their sun, you're not going to make it there in one day. You'll probably get there sometime early in the morning tomorrow. So you may need to stop for the night. Our kids be safe out there. Right?
Of course.
Understood.
You start filing into the cart. In the cart is a candle and a chess set. And did you leave the box of cards in there, or are they on and a box of cards?
Kid's gonna go, oh, Peepaw, as a parting gift, pull things out of this box.
Okay. We pull up the list.
2 cards.
Why do I need to pull 2 cards out of this?
You'll see.
He grabs it. What the fuck? You sure this here?
Ignore the voice. Ignore
You sure
the
this
voice.
thing's safe?
It's fine.
It's perfectly safe, Peepaw.
Okay. Alrighty, man.
You get things from it.
You get thing. Oh,
get
damn! Give Peepaw a second to do some math.
Carry the 7.
7 plus 4. I got 3.
Add the queen. I feel like card decks in this world, like the queen and king, have like Abigail and the Chocula on it.
Probably.
And then the Joker is Funkin' Fudge.
The Joker's Raz.
No, that would be the Jack. No, Funkin' Fudge is the 8.
The cards float up for a second. And fall into Peepaw's hands in hourglass. And it's a very nice hourglass. However, the glass itself is like a little bit cracked, so like there's not even any sand left in it. It's very old looking.
Kit will say, to remember our time together.
That was a little fucking weird.
That was a little weird.
I mean, you know, thanks, I guess. What do I do with this? I can't tell time no more. That's the one thing it was made to do.
Maybe you could have it repaired.
On top of this thing looks fucking old as I am.
The things you get out of it are a little strange sometimes.
It's a timeless treasure.
There you go.
Good, I gotta be honest with you, darling. Anything else?
That should be it.
Alright, I'll be safe out there.
I love
Take
you,
the box
Peepaw.
back, obviously.
I love you too, darling. And he gives you like a big. Margaret like hugs your arm, and she actually gives you like a little boxed lunch. She's like, you be safe out there, my Iggy.
Okay.
Bye, Mima.
Take the box lunch
My
and
darling. And
put it among our things.
she hugs you as well. Hans gives you like a clap on the shoulder, and he's like, you seem like a good guy.
I try to be.
Don't forget your promise.
Of course. I will do everything
He
in my
gives you
power.
like a quick side hug. And then Mom gives you like a normal hug. I don't have a lunch for you. You don't seem to be you're not a young, hungry, growing boy like Iggy over here. Of course.
Literally not growing at all.
Yeah, Kit in his mind is like, Iggy doesn't grow, but okay.
He's 4. He is a youngin'.
He didn't say that out loud, but
growing boy.
He did say that.
I did say that out
No,
loud.
he
yeah.
didn't. He
No,
didn't
no,
say
I
he's not
didn't
growing.
say-
Oh, okay.
And And
All
then,
right, and you guys.
No. And then I tell Dot that I love her. I can't forget Dot.
Like, I love you too, little sis. She like
You do
goes
good.
to offer you like a fist bump.
Now you do good protecting this town.
Oh, I'm gonna do more than good, young sister.
No. Also, you call me if you need help at all.
Without a doubt. And you find Harry. I'm sure he'll be overjoyed when his little gumball goes and walks up to him one day.
Okay.
Okay. The two of you stay out of trouble.
You know what? Actually, Dot, do me a favor. I need you to text me every night and every morning.
It's a lot. I got a lot of games to play.
It's important, Dot.
What do you want me to text you?
Just good morning and good night. I just need to hear from you.
Okay, if it makes you feel better.
Please.
Okay. In that case, really quick, I'm just going to quickly say, assume she is unless I say she doesn't.
Okay.
Okay. Because I'm not going to remember every
Yeah.
long rest to be like, and Dot texts you again.
Right.
Yeah.
So unless I say there is no text from Dot,
Then there
then
is
just
one.
assume there is one.
Okay, I will.
All right.
And then I hop into the cart, trying not to cry. All right, boys, let's go.
Charlie, you will most likely have to drive.
No, yeah. Let's fucking climb in this front seat.
Hans was about to be like, one of you've got to drive.
Kid's just.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he literally can't fit in the
I
seat
can't
and he has one
fit,
hand.
You have one hand.
So how is it keeping up with us?
The cart is like a big, nice cart. Like he weighs it down a little bit, but he can.
Oh, he can ride in the back.
Yeah,
Okay.
and Milky Way is just strong as shit.
Okay, we might as well be an ox.
You remember that Family Guy episode where they find like the genetic pigs that have like fists for hooves?
No,
Boink.
I don't.
Yeah.
But I'll drive the cart.
Okay. So, are you just staying on the path like Peepaw said?
I will stay on the path like Peepaw said.
Okay. So it is. The day goes by pretty normally for this first day.
Kit will suggest doing what they did the first time and camping on the edge of the plains.
You can't. If you're staying on the path and heading to like the big city, you can't just coast on the border.
No, camp. Like when we get to the
Oh,
border.
yeah, you could do that.
Stop and
You could do
camp,
that.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, if you want to do that, you won't make quite as much distance, but it's still enough that you'll make it to the city the next day.
Then we'll stop at the just before the border and
Okay.
camp out.
And then while we're going, I'm going to attempt, if possible, to convert this long sword handle into something that can go into my arm.
If you
I would say you probably need proficiency with some kind of a tool.
use
Tinkers.
use
Yeah.
tinker tools.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. But you start to settle down for the night. You're still on the coast, so there's not much in the vein of danger because most trash candy creatures are like kind of relatively near towns because they kind of want to eat.
Food source.
Yeah. But you occasionally hear a little like hoo hoo like a owl. But it's very dark and very quiet. You start to set up your tent, I presume.
Is the wagon not covered?
Yeah, you could just sleep in the wagon if you
I
want.
was just gonna sleep in the wagon.
Okay.
Unless Kit wants the tent or the wagon. Because I assumed that they were gonna take turns
Kid
watching.
will switch and get into the driver's seat when you go to bed, and he'll just kind of watch.
Unless Igneas wants to sleep inside the fucking car.
I can't sleep.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I kind of
So I
can,
have to
but
kick him out to be like, I gotta sleep, get
You
out.
still like sleep at night, but not really.
yeah.
It's the same way that Kit sleeps but doesn't.
I just
Like,
here's what I imagine. I imagine she's in the cart, you're on the driver's seat, and you're at the entrance at the back of the cart, and y'all are just kind of posting.
Yep. I mean, I can get out of the cart to leave room for you.
You could even just sit on the edge of the cart.
Even that would be fine.
Okay. So
Kit's end is like lifted a little.
Maybe that's not good for the cart. I'll get off.
so you start
have
to
a higher vantage point.
You
now.
start to try to go to sleep inside the car. Milky Way's doing fine.
You two are just kind of keeping watch inside the cart. Are either of you doing anything with your night?
I will read an entry from the diary.
Okay.
If you have one prepared.
I do have a entry prepared. Okay. So, do you read it out loud or just to yourself?
I'll just read it to myself for now.
I mean, I'm going to read it out loud.
Right.
Okay.
I'll just read it to myself for now, just because obviously Charlie's probably trying to sleep.
So you open up, you take the diary out of your bag again. Very old worn book. You open it up to, because it has one of those like ribbons so you can keep track of where you were. So you open it to where you were. Cynthia, I saw your brother today on the battlefield. We exchanged a look of regretful recognition. I had told myself that when I inevitably found you or your brother in combat, I would do whatever was needed to be done. This is a war, and you need to be stopped above all else. But I simply couldn't bring myself to do it in that moment. I know you're the enemy, and I know I need to fight for my kingdom, but the Parfait family still feels like a part of my own. Thus, we went our separate ways back into the fray. I did not see him when the dust settled. Whether that be because his body was amidst all the others or because he had managed to escape, I could not tell you. I almost have the urge to say sorry, but I know I shouldn't apologize to the casualties of a war you insist on continuing, and therefore I won't. Luckily for the kingdom, the war will not last much longer. The Choclatin family scientists are all hard at work on an older project my father had abandoned. Once we get this weapon working, we could end the war in a day. Cynthia, believe me, as soon as I see you again, I will do my best to deter you from making me use such means of destruction. This is your fault. You're making me do this. I am not the bad guy here. I am the noble leader of the Candy Kingdom, and I will do whatever it takes to keep this kingdom from crumbling. Regards to your brother, if you see him. James Chocula.
Would I know of any, like, big weapon type
No.
thing? No, I didn't think
The
so.
closest you can think of to a big weapon type thing is the heat.
It's kind of what I was putting together, but I didn't know. if there was...
That's the only thing you can think of.
He'll close up the book, carefully put it back in his bag, and then just kind of ponder on that.
Igneas, do you do anything?
Other than just like watching in case anything happens, no, not doing anything else really.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll for the sword, by the way?
Roll a d4.
2.
You make really good progress on the sword, but you will need to take one more long rest before it's ready.
Okay.
High or low?
High.
High or low?
Low.
Okay. So, excuse me. You, in the midst of reading this diary, because he mentions that weapon, you're very much like, what the fuck could that possibly mean? I know warfare. That kind of thing doesn't exist unless he means like a virus. And that's the only way you can rationalize what he's saying.
Right.
As you're thinking very, very hard on this, you hear some shuffling in like a nearby bush.
I'm going to stand up and like with weapon ready go investigate it. But in case it ends up being nothing, I don't want to wake people just yet. I'll shout if I need to.
So how close to the bush do you get?
Bush here, me about here.
About
Okay.
5 feet away.
Yeah, like something like that.
So like within a square.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to draw it out?
Just place Iggy like over here.
Like right there.
Yeah. Then you just stand there with your weapon and don't do anything?
Well, I'm investigating what's going on with the bush.
There's definitely a cocobald in there.
So just staring at her.
It's kind of like, hey.
Hello? Good evening.
Are you saying this? Are you shouting this for like Kit to hear?
No,
or?
I'm saying it to the kobold.
Okay. So in that case, he's just like, "Fuck it, get him!" And everybody roll initiative.
And Kit's just, what?
What?
Damn. Initiative got the poopy on this one.
Aw.
Sorry. So there's one in front of you.
I'm gonna preemptively take her out of her prison.
There's another one over here. There's another one over here. There's another one over here. And then, just for the sake of it, that's where like the border is.
I feel like when you step across the border for even a second, someone just jumps out and shakes the shit out of you.
That's
Fucking
not.
fudge jumps
That's not
out,
what it
shakes
is. It's just like for the
I know.
sake of relevance of what's where. That's what it is.
Border damage is 3d10.
Oh
No.
god.
Okay. Grab my cards. Igneas, what did you roll?
14.
Trolli, what did you roll?
A 14.
Who has higher dex?
What's your dex?
16.
I have a +4, so.
Yours is higher than mine. Yeah.
What if I roll for the enemies?
Yeah, a little bit.
What did you roll?
6.
Cool.
Kit's like, bitches. He's like putting the sword away.
No,
and
I don't want them to damage the diary.
It's like put a bookmark and close it and safely put it away.
Yeah, that's why he stops for the night.
Okay, Trolli. You hear from over Igneas like, "Fuck it, get him!" And then I should have made it more for the 3 others jump out of bushes.
Okay. Is it like half my movement to get out of the cart?
Yes.
I have 30, so these are 5 or 10 foot squares.
5.
Okay.
I figured with the space you do 5.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna jump out. I guess I can only base up to this guy, so I'm gonna base up to that guy. Going to bonus. It's a bonus action to cast Spark Skin, right? I've already forgotten.
Yes.
No, it's an action to cast Spark Skin.
Right. It's your action to cast Spark Skin and then a bonus action to transform.
Action, Bark Skin, so I have an AC of 16, and then bonus action, Bear. That is Igneas. So.
Yeah, he's dead.
His body
I get 2
reshaped
turns.
itself into a bear.
And then I will go in with the multi-attack.
Okay.
No, wait, I
No,
can't, because I
you
did
already
right
used your
action.
action.
Yeah.
So I am now a bear in front of this man.
Okay. Igneas.
I'm gonna go in with the rage and the reckless attack.
I love how doofy these kobolds are.
Fuck it, get him! I love
Well,
it.
yeah, because it's like they clearly got found, but you weren't warning them, so they're just like, the 3 of you can still get the jump. Like, fuck it.
Fair enough. I was gonna try and reason with it, but
No.
Still get the jump! Get him! He yells
Well,
really
because like,
loudly.
they wouldn't know what they're like.
Are we
Is
going?
he seen? Like they're looking at him like, does that golem know he's there? Are we?
Is he gonna kill
Okay, we're going. Like that kind of thing.
Is he
Like,
gonna kill that man?
right.
okay, so an 18 to hit.
That definitely is.
7 plus 6, 13 damage.
He's dead.
Cool. Just a big ol'.
Yeah, none of these are like the stronger dark chocolate
Yeah.
ones. They're just.
I feel like I just sent him back into the tree line.
Fuck it, get him! Ah!
You just kind of like into the bush,
You hear
like
that?
I like to think that Igor's just like, no, back into the forest.
Four.
Fucking played golf with him, like.
you like whack him into the fucking like the donut plains, and somebody like comes in with a tennis racket and like smacks him back, like it's fucking
This is fucking
fun.
sick! Yeah, it's fucking fun. Hold
The
on.
net is the bush line.
I need to do something very quickly. I need this. There we go.
There we go. Okay. It's their turn. So the one who's already up against Trolli rolls that. They hit. Because it's 16?
16.
They hit.
Roll your con save.
Is it 11?
Yeah, you're good. I can't imagine what it is.
They roll
46.
6 damage.
Okay.
And then
I don't remember if I said it last time. Your con saves are DC 10 or half of the damage you took, whichever is higher.
Right.
So literally your DC is 10 until they hit at least 22 damage. Right. Or 21 damage.
Groot over here bases up to Kit.
As Kit's just kind of like putting the diary in the long sword away. What the fuck do you want?
He crits.
Nice.
That's my diary! Like, they mistake it. I don't know how you got my diary, but that's my fucking diary, you asshole. And they roll, I don't even max out one of them, I just rolled everything. 12 damage. And then this one comes over to here, and he was like, "That was my fucking half-brother, you asshole!" Like, that kind of thing.
He attacked me first!
And he...
Or he gave the order to attack first.
does not hit.
You're the one who sent him flying like a golf ball.
And because he does not hit, he actually falls prone.
Oh. I like to think he like slipped on some mud.
No, that was just the thing that if that fails, they fall prone.
Oh wow.
I more like to think that he like ran in like and like tripped and like ding
That's
against
pretty
fucking-
much what happened.
Just fucking bashes his head against the
Yeah,
side
he
of
was
the leg.
like, "That was my fucking brother!" And like misses and slips and like falls on his side and is stunned for 1 turn.
I need to use the restroom really quick.
Okay.
Ooh.
Igneas dies.
Excuse me.
Igneas shits himself in fear. Not kidding.
It's not going to be
Kit,
my
it's your
turn
turn.
again for a minute.
Kit is going to cheek, pull the sword out and just kind of like hop down right here. Action surge. It's a plus 6. 14.
It's dead.
It's dead?
Yeah.
14 to hit.
Oh, 14 to hit.
Oh,
No.
yeah, I was gonna say, I haven't
No,
done
no,
damage yet.
No.
Well, I don't know how much it takes.
No, 14 to hit does not hit. It's that quicker. I'm getting ahead of yourselves there.
I thought you were saying no, it's not dead.
No.
Okay.
No, it's not dead. It's also just
Okay.
not taking any damage. Trolli.
Multi-attack. The bite hits for at 19 to hit.
Yes.
That is, I can math, 12 damage.
It's dead.
But I maxed my dice set on the second attack.
Sorry. Well, now we wait.
Okay, no, and then I get to move, so the bear's coming to help you.
So, as Trolli on the other side of the car is like, getting ready to do more, this guy's on the ground. He's just like, fuck it. fucking do it.
Just fucking get over with.
Because he's stunned, I believe you get advantage to hit.
He's prone, I get advantage to
Yes,
hit.
because he's prone.
Which I had, or I could have had in the first place, but now I don't need to reckless attack.
It's true. Technically, you could for like double advantage. I don't
No.
care.
Well, I mean, unless you're changing it.
I don't care. Whatever you want.
Do I get to roll like a third d20?
No, just we'll do the normal advantage.
Yeah. I hit him, so
Okay.
that's a 17 on the die, so I'm hitting him.
I can't imagine you don't kill him, but
Technically, it might be possible.
There's a chance.
13 damage.
he's dead.
This
He's just like, He's just like, I should have just stayed home.
Splat.
I don't know why us kobolds keep trying this whole go just over the border, do what we want to do, come back. It's not working, and he dies.
It's really just not working out for.
Yeah,
And I have my movement left.
you do.
Yep. 5, 10.
There is a Milky Way right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there is a fucking cow.
There is.
The
Is
one,
it 2 squares or 1 square?
1 by 2.
Okay, so wait, I was like here.
Mm-hmm.
I can get to like here.
It'll be dead before your next.
Probably, but I'm not just gonna stand there doing nothing.
Yeah. You can look at the trees. I don't know.
They are gonna go for Trolli.
They're gonna go for one of us.
Yeah. They don't hit.
Oh, okay, fine. I like that.
I'm gonna be a fucking Kyle and run away like a bitch. Fuck that guy. Oh, also he falls prone too.
Jesus Christ.
Well then. 17 to hit,
Yeah,
15 damage.
he's dead.
Cool.
These were like kobolds with some features from a different thing, just to goof around and be fun.
Right.
But one of the features is like brutal slash. They put everything in this attack. If it hits, it doubles the damage. If they fail, they fall prone and are stunned for 1 round. Like,
Damn.
oh, okay. So both of them were like, fuck it! And then like fell and just took the damage.
Well, that was certainly fun. I'm going back to bed.
I'm going to check on Milky Way.
Where is Milky Way? Is she alright? Is she safe?
As Kid like looks down at his leg that's like kind of like bleeding a little.
What do you do with Milky Way?
I can cast Speak with Animals.
If you want to.
I would like to.
Okay.
Milky Way, are you okay? I have the fucking totem thing.
Oh, right.
So you can do Speak with Animals
As a ritual, right?
as a ritual.
I think it takes like 10 minutes or something. Just
It's
to like,
the middle of the
like,
night,
yeah,
really.
it doesn't matter. I was just letting you know. For future reference, it takes 10 times whatever its like normal cast duration is.
I think it's
see.
10 minutes for Speak with Animals.
I believe so.
I was pretty sure it was that. Yeah, I can get Beast Sense and Speak with Animals as rituals.
So you look at this beautiful chocolate milk cow with her cow eyelashes, and what did you say?
I said, Milky Way, are you okay? You're not scared or anything?
No. That was nothing. Those were chumps.
I love her.
Listen, you know, they only lived as long as they did because I was busy
What were you busy with?
Pull his card.
being your emotional support.
Oh.
You should have just taken that guy out. Listen, what was your name? Igneas?
Igneas.
Igneas. Listen, Milky Way's been around the block a few times. You can't let him get the upper hand like that. You should have just fucking golf balled that guy back into the woods.
I didn't think they had the upper hand.
Well, only because I was here.
Okay.
I like how Milky Way's just Dot.
Dot without an accent.
Yeah.
Listen, you know, Hans and Margaret, they're great. Whose tail do you think all those youngins are pulling on? Mine. Milky Way knows hardship, okay? If you ever need any kind of advice about the hardships of the world, you come to me. And but she's still just a cow,
Yeah.
just blinking at you, And if you also ever want some delicious chocolate milk, you come to me as well. I make a mean chocolate milk. That's about all I can make, but I do it really well.
I make a mean chalky milk.
Thank you.
You see that thing up in the sky, and she points her snout up, and you look up to the stars, and you see the Milky Way constellation. I don't mean the real life one. I mean the thing of stars forming like a Milky Way chocolate bar. And she's like, it's named after me. It's not. You factually know it's not.
I know that it's
Especially
not.
since Hans literally just told us a couple hours ago that the cow was named after the Milky Way
It's named after me.
constellation.
It's named after me. Moo!
I'm going to have to correct Peepaw on that then.
Yeah.
He seems to believe
You be-
that
you
you're
be-
named after it.
You be gentle with my Hans, alright? He means a lot to me.
Of course.
He's my favorite person.
Aw, you're his favorite cow.
If I could escape my mortal cow body.
My horse sister Betty.
You know, they say Harry is the oldest Gumption grandchild, and that'd be true. But I am the oldest Gumption child.
How old are you?
It's impolite to ask older than that, Igneas.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I feel like they're like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, like they can only hear one half of the
No,
conversation.
we can't understand what you're saying.
Oh, and like at all?
You're
No.
going moo.
Yeah, you are
moo.
speaking cow.
Okay.
And then moo. Moo.
We're just like, just leave him.
Okay, well, I'll let you get back to bed.
Thank you.
I'm in the cart and all I hear is moo.
Rest well, my friend, for the journey ahead.
I like to think
And
at
you
some
as well.
point, she's like, oh my god, Milky Way, please.
You're right, I apologize. I should be less passionate about my speak.
You're mooing so much.
Kid's just gonna. Is she okay?
She's fine.
She doesn't sound okay.
I'm better than fine.
She insists
Have we been given
that
any
she's
like
fine.
feed for her?
No.
No, but she's a cow, so as long as you're somewhere where there's grass,
Okay.
she'll be fine.
She-
Well,
kinda
okay. The reason I
graze.
ask is because we're going into the plains.
There's grass there.
Okay, because you described it as like shitty plants everywhere.
I mean,
so.
yeah, but
But that's
not the best grass, but there's grass.
Okay.
When she's talking about hardships.
Yeah. Again, what did you not understand about like Milky Way's been around the block? Milky Way could go 2 weeks without food. Milky Way doesn't give a fuck.
It's,
Milky Way's
if
been
anything,
around
it's
the cheese
probably
block.
it's probably just shitty in the way that it's unkempt, so there's more of it.
Yeah, like
She's fine.
There's a buffet in here.
why'd we stop here? We could have stopped 12 feet further, and I would have been having a great time. That kid guy's an asshole. He made it weird. I'm kidding. Okay, so is there anything else you want to say to Milky Way?
Just good night, you know.
Good night, my friend. I hope you rest well for the journey of friend.
Move frantically if you need us.
Ahead, not a friend. Ahead. But you are my friend. Moo.
I wish you the same.
Moo.
Moo.
She's like saying moo to like end it. Moo.
Move. Spell we're off. Move.
And move frantically if you need us.
Move. Move. I mean, no. Leave me alone.
Alright, and with that, you guys make it through the rest of the night. Nothing else happens.
Long rest?
Long rest. You guys are lucky Milky Way has no combat ability. She is like level 30.
Damn.
Whose tail do you think those youngins are pulling on
All
their
she
whole
has
lives?
is utility abilities.
Look at that. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Our cow is just musket.
So you wake up in the morning. Whenever the sun just happens to actually wake you up. You are kind of in a foresty area. So once again, it's 9, 10 a.m. But you're all fully rested. You can no longer speak to Milky Way, but she's been awake longer than any of you. She's just sitting there like, yeah, like ready to pull this fucking cart. Let's get it on. You know, like that kind of thing. Excuse me. Do you continue on your way?
I would assume so.
Okay.
I eat a ration bar for breakfast.
Right.
I have no Fruit Loops or Frosted Flakes.
I don't expect you to actually, because you said earlier that like you're not going to tell me that. Don't text me, but I'll
She
try
shoots
to
you,
remember to
she
tell
shoots you a text. It's like 10 minutes after you wake up. She's like, "Oh right, good morning." Like,
Well, I was going to say like I'll try to do my best to remember, but Trolli is going to text her good morning as well
Yeah.
and good night every day.
okay, yeah. Again, if she ever stops, I will say something.
Yeah.
So you all file back into the cart or whatever, and you continue on your way. And as you get into the plains, the path is still there. Like, it's not as clean cut, like grass, dirt, grass, you know. But like, there's still a very clear way to go. And as you're going through the plains,
every now and then you see somebody that's kind of like looking you up and down, like, can I take these guys on? Like, you know, like
When that happens, I'll probably like shoot them a look.
you don't have eyes.
You're in the cart.
I have kind of eyes.
You have like sunken in things.
Yeah, but I would still like.
Right.
But you're in the cart.
That's true. Well, she's like on the back of the car.
I'm
I
like
feel
on
like
the
it
back
is
of it.
rather intimidating because her head just kind of,
Right.
and it's just,
And then a pink gummy up front be like, well, hi.
Well, most of them are going in like the opposite direction as you, so a lot of them are of the mindset of like, I'm gonna be somewhere where there's law in like the next hour, like a whatever. Like this isn't some place of like everyone you meet will rob you.
Right.
So you pass a few people. Some of them
But
look like
anyone you meet could rob.
yeah. Some of them look like they might want to, but like
Well, Trolli says, well, hi to every single one that passes.
one of them's like, hey,
Good morning.
um,
Or good afternoon, depending on what time of
at
day.
this point you're getting into the afternoon.
I like how Musket is the one cat we allow to walk on the
Because
table.
what is he gonna do? One of them flips you the bird, like, look at you rob me, like that kind of thing. Because some of them are looking at you not as in I want to rob you, but as in like you trying to rob me, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
The one that flips me the bird, be like, have a great day.
Have a great day.
Have a great day, sir or ma'am, depending on who it was.
Care. And eventually, you start to get near the big fucking. It's a giant. It's New York, pretty much. Or better yet, it's Baldur's Gate.
I was thinking more Vegas.
A little bit of that. Imagine big, bright city that looks like almost chaotic.
Vegas.
Variety Bog. And it is walled off with like entrances here and there. And as you start to get towards one of the entrances, there is a big, beefy marshmallow guy. Who are you supposed to be? Since you're the driver.
Oh, well, my name is Trolli.
Okay? That doesn't. Who are you supposed to be? Are you of anyone of importance?
I mean, I like to think I'm important.
Nah. Okay. How many people are with you?
We have 3.
How big are they?
What do you mean, how big?
How big are they?
Kid will
well,
kinda like,
there is one about a little bit taller than me, and then we do have somebody of rather large mass.
Kid will peek out at the sound of conversation. What's going on?
Oh, nothing. We're just talking.
Start cracking his knuckles a little bit. Like, alright.
We're just in here for some business.
What's your business?
I'm looking for Funkin' Fudge.
I know Fudge.
Do you know where he is?
Yep.
Well, do you mind helping me?
It would cost you.
Cost me what?
How much you got on you?
Should I turn to Kit? She's gonna switch places with you. You get to talk to the nice man.
He'll sit. He's got his sword clicked into place.
Hello? You speak for the group or does she?
We speak for ourselves.
Alright, so. He can't even see you.
Yeah, no, I'm still in the cart.
Y'all are just. What, buddies but not a party? I don't understand.
More or less.
Okay. Makes it a little bit easier.
Hearing the conversation going on, and with how long the cart has been stopped, clearly there's some kind of thing happening that's not just as simple as, who are you? I'm this. Okay, goodbye. So I'm gonna get out.
I like to think that all he sees is like the cart go.
Yeah, I mean,
Hello?
Good afternoon.
May we pass?
Well, yes and no.
While I'm in the cart, I am calling
Okay.
Funkin' Fudge.
Roll me a d20.
Oh dear. That is a 4.
Bring, bring,
Yeah, I fought.
bring, bring. Hello?
Hi, Funkin' Fudge.
You've reached Funkin' Fudge's voicemail.
Oh,
Sorry, I got you. But, leave a message after the beep, and I will call you back
She's
if
just
I
gonna
like
hang
it.
up. She's just gonna hang up.
Don't even leave a message.
No, she's not gonna leave a fucking
Oh
voicemail.
my god.
She can try one more time.
Okay. Roll me again.
That's a 16.
Ring, 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 ring.
Swear to God.
Hello.
She like gives it a second. Hello?
Hello.
Is this Funkin' Fudge?
This is Funkin' Fudge.
Oh, thank fucking God.
Who is this?
This is Trolli. You remember me?
Sweet Pea. Oh my. Oh, hey there.
Oh, hi.
You called me. What's up?
Where are you, I should ask first.
I am at my humble abode.
And where is that located?
Why?
Well, because you remember when we were saying that we have like some errands to do inside the plains? Well, we're here in the plains, and
All in the plains now.
and I'm kind of looking for you.
He does like the. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Just you?
well, me and Kit and Igneas.
Right. Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, and Milky Way.
Okay. Who? I don't know who that is.
That's my cow.
Okay. All right. I respect it. I don't
So-
understand it, but I respect it.
So where are you right now?
I'm at my house.
But where? Like where? Because she doesn't know where we are, does she? I'm outside this big like.
You know you're at the city of Variety Bog.
I'm at. You said Variety Bog?
Variety Bag with an H between the A and the G at the end.
Variety bog.
I'm at Variety Bog.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that anywhere near you?
I live in Variety Bog. Yes.
Okay, so I need to get in.
So just walk
He
in.
won't let me in.
Who?
The person at the gate.
I don't know who that is, Sweet Pea.
Oh my God.
What were you hoping to accomplish in calling me? Do you need me to come down there?
Firstly, I just wanted to make sure that you realize that I am here for you. So I don't need you to be
Right.
making no plans because.
Right.
Sorry, I cannot look at you.
Okay. Did you need me to? Are you flirting with me?
Oh, what?
What? Anyway.
Anyway,
Listen. So, do you need me to like come get you? I don't. Just walk in.
firstly, I tried. How about that? I tried to walk in.
Okay.
And I was told that I have to pay to get in.
I
And
mean,
that doesn't sound right.
oh, I get what's going on here. All right, listen. Here's the way this is going to work, Trolli. You got two options here. Technically three, but one of them I'm not going to allow you to take. That one being paper.
Oh, I'm certainly not paying this man. And
I like you. Nextly, you got two options here. Listen. Variety Bog in the plains as a total, as you know, very big into power. Right? Now, what you could do is effectively, while you're in the plains, elect a leader out of you three. What he wants is your money. But if you just rough the feller up a bit, you know, to the point where he could not stop you from walking in, then you could just walk right in. That's what he wants. He thinks he's stronger than you, so he wants something to not inconvenience you.
okay.
Now, so that's your first option, kick the guy's ass. And frankly, I do think y'all could do that.
Well, I have no doubt in my mind that we could.
Alternatively, I'll give you two other options. At this point, he's gone from 2 to 3 to 4. Like, he's just thinking. Like, I gave you two other options. You could just try to walk past him. I don't know how strong. Does he look strong?
She like.
He
and
looks ballparking around where you are in terms of strength.
down. He looks mediocre.
As most people do. So you could just try to walk past him. Or, if you really need, give me like an hour and I can come pick you up. No hassle. Matter of fact, I might take some money off him if I show up. I got my whip back.
Oh, did you?
I did. Bohemian made it back with my whip. Hopefully he did not rough up your friend too much.
Oh, it was nothing that wasn't deserved.
Did it look cool?
Oh, it was okay. It was a very short fight.
I wanted to make sure Bohemian didn't look cool and I would look in front of you. What? Anyway.
I'm sorry, are you okay?
Listen, so what do you want to do? Do you want me to come pick you up?
No, I got this.
Okay.
I got
Alright.
this.
Alright.
Where will I find you once I'm inside?
Ask around.
Gotcha. Okay,
Because
I will find you.
You won't miss me. Everyone knows him. The judge's place.
Alrighty, then I will see you in a little bit.
Yup!
I feel like he goes to like set it down like a fucking corded phone, and
Yeah.
he's like,
Ah! Like, yeah, Funkin' Fudge is a big flirt until it gets reciprocated. Then he's like,
She wasn't flirting.
he took it. I came here to see you, and he's like, cute girl came here to see me.
Where's your place?
Yeah, I came here to see you. Where's your place? I don't want you making any plans that aren't with me. And he's like, I'll be damned.
I mean, I understand how it
This
sounds.
cute girl really likes me.
I might stop being a virgin.
He's not a virgin.
I was about to say, there's no way.
I mentioned it to you. I don't know if I mentioned it to either of you. Funkin' Fudge is only like 21, 22. Like, he's a young man.
So she's gonna exit the cart, be like, I just got off the phone with Funkin' Fudge,
Okay?
and you're gonna let me pass.
No.
Do
Excuse
we
me?
need to move you?
Here's the thing. You all sound like single individuals, and we thrive off of
Igneas,
power and numbers.
Can you please restrain this man?
Yes, I can. I'm just trying to like literally go and like pick him up
Kid's not gonna move.
and put him aside.
Okay. Give me 1 sec. Roll me an opposed strength check.
Does that get my mod to it?
Yes.
I believe it's an athletics check. Normally.
If it is an athletics check, that's a lot better for me.
Just do your straight strength mod. That's
Oh,
what he's
okay.
doing.
Okay. 15.
You can't move this guy. He's big and burly. What are you trying to do there, bud?
Move.
Roll for initiative.
Do we all have to roll for initiative?
If
if
you
he's
decide to
fighting-
join in the fight, yes.
Because if you fight
Okay.
big, then I'm joining.
Kid's just going to like watch this because he understands that like if one of us can just kick his ass, nobody's gonna bother us, or at least less.
Well, that's
people
why he
will
was
bother us.
like, if you are 3 individually, then because he can kick my ass, I can still fuck with you. But if you're a group and he's leading you, I can't fuck with the people he leads. If you're going to join the fight, you also have to roll. Anyone who's going to be in this fight, roll for initiative.
A kid will join it if it gets dire.
He's not going to get tired. Just sit there and protect the cat.
What did you roll?
He's just sitting in the driver's seat.
What did you roll?
16.
Okay, it stays the same.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm not going to be a bear, by the way.
Oh, right. I forgot to change it back.
I'm actually going to change it up.
Trolli.
Jesus Christ, child.
Musket.
Oh, man.
Oh my god, it scared the shit out of me.
That was his first attack.
I didn't realize you got a surprise around.
I'm sorry, Musket, you failed the athletics check.
He did a brutal swing and missed, so he fell over and got stunned.
Okay, so I need a layout of the scene.
Okay.
Yeah, we should probably
What is the space?
arrange things how they are.
Well, actually, thanks to that line from earlier, I can draw it as such. This is like the gate,
Okay.
and it's the same.
Excuse me as the burly dude.
Oh yeah, my bad. That's here's big burly dude.
Okay.
That works too.
Just in case you do it.
I'm gonna leave you on the cart.
Yeah. That was the plan.
Yeah, that's fine. Right
There
there.
you go. So then, I don't want to do that because it's gonna hurt all of us.
Oh, considering that the cow is still there, maybe like
Oh yeah. I'm just gonna turn into a dire wolf.
Gummy wolf.
I'm gonna turn to a gummy wolf.
I
and
love
then
that.
go in for a bite.
Okay.
You try to bite him, but you just gum him.
That is a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okie doke.
Guilty have like candy corn teeth.
That is 7 damage, and it has to make a strength saving throw.
26.
Cool. He's still standing.
Okay. Igneas. Unless there's anything else to.
I mean, there's nothing else that I
Okay.
can't.
Igneas.
Does a 12 hit?
Nope.
Damn, I missed. And now he has advantage to hit me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Well, you were the one causing the problem.
I know.
That tried to move him, so he's gonna go for you. He picks up not like the same maul you have, where it's a big jawbreaker, but a maul off the ground.
Oh, look what I just found.
No, it's his.
No, I know.
Let me roll that one again. Does a? Well, actually, I need to ask. I can just look. He does hit you. For 8 damage.
You mean 4 damage? I love that.
Oh. 17 to hit again,
Okay.
with 6 damage, and he has to make another strength saving check. He's fine.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's a very low DC.
Igneas.
Mm-hmm. Same deal. 17 plus 6, I'm assuming. Yeah, okay, cool. 10 damage.
Okay. He goes like, get fucking pissed. He goes to reckless attack you.
Great, I knew it.
Did you just reckless attack?
Yes. Assume
But
that
I
I
like
Reckless
am.
attack
and-
gives him jack shit.
Yeah. That definitely hits. Hold on. Let me finish reading something. Wait. That's gonna do. $20 damage.
20?
He rolled super high.
He's cool.
Do you want to know where my HP is at right now?
Sure.
35.
Cool. It's your turn.
Wait, it's.
Oh, it's Trolli's turn.
What
I'm
about
sorry.
the wolf?
I'm sorry.
Does a 16 hit?
No.
Okay. So now I know the AC 17.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, that hits. Um, 13 damage.
So as soon as you like do
I
the
know,
thing,
I know. You're a bitch.
So he goes like, oh, okay, well, hold on. Let's maybe.
You gonna move?
How's he looking?
Bloodied.
Okay.
I didn't do math.
Okay.
Listen,
I'm listening.
I know some powerful people.
Do you?
Yes.
they're standing in front of you.
No. You haven't even done anything.
He hasn't had to.
My men can easily kick your ass.
Woman?
Man and woman. Are you a man? I don't really know what you are.
I'm neither.
I'm a man.
My people can kick your ass.
Look, sir,
I don't even need to join.
We don't really want to hurt you, but all I really want is to get by you.
Roll both of you. Matter of fact, the three of you try to roll a persuasion check. No, you roll an intimidation.
Oh, yeah.
The other two of you roll persuasion because you're the one that keeps slugging him in the face.
Oh, can it not be persuasion?
No, you're doing persuasion.
I definitely want mine
Do
to
you?
be intimidation.
Would you rather it be intimidation? Choose
It's
between.
the same fucking thing,
Okay.
so.
So I got a 19.
I got a 14.
I got a nat 20.
So he looks between the three of you. I won't forget this.
As
Whatever.
I mentioned, you're preventing us from meeting Funkin' Fudge.
Whatever.
I'm gonna pop out of Wolf and in a show of good faith, because I care about people, I'd like to cast Healing Word on the man.
Okay. I'll you that he's gonna be like, Fudge ain't here.
According to... Wait, actually, I don't know that.
Yeah, you don't know that.
Well, then we will find where he is supposed to be and wait.
I have to check.
Right.
If you need a name to put our group to, you can call us the Crusaders.
He gets 6 points of healing back because Healing Word kind of sucks.
It does a little bit. The benefit to it is supposed to be that you can do it at a distance.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
I hope we didn't rough you up too much, sir. Thank you for letting us by.
fuck off.
Cool, so we're just gonna go.
Thanks for letting me borrow your character sheet there, Igneas.
Did you really?
I just needed a quick barbarian. I was like, oh, Igneas!
I was like, 17 AC. I need to use the restroom again, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Kind of picked up on that.
Yeah.
I thought you guys would try to find a way around him and not just kick his ass. But as soon as you called Fudge, it was be like, you can just kick his ass. Like, I didn't think...
She wasn't gonna make Fudge come all the way down here.
It's funny because had you been like, yeah, you'd been like, all right, I'll be there as soon as I can, I guess.
It's gonna get like, hey,
He gets there. Sweet pea.
Sweet pea. Well, dog.
Rock.
Big guy. I don't remember what his nickname for Igneas is.
Big man.
Big man. Big man.
You guys are gonna get to talk of Fudge. You technically should go find it, but it's not gonna be hard.
She's basically just gonna kind of walk around. If anybody seems any kind of friendly, she'll be like, "Hi, I am looking for fucking Fudge," basically.
Once we get in there, Kit's gonna be like, well, I'll wait till Danielle gets back.
I mostly just want to be friendly because I really like that. Well, hi.
The fucking
The cat.
video of the cat. Yeah.
Well, hi. Oh, don't do that.
You could just kick his ass. Like,
All right.
Well, like, she asked him to move. He said no. She beat him up. And then
Yeah,
for
yeah.
good faith, she was like, here's a little bit of health
Yeah.
back.
and it's funny because again, like in terms of, he doesn't have any like he's not a guard or anything. He's just like, you know what?
I'm gonna stand up here and accost people.
Yeah, like why not? Who's gonna stop me?
Do you do the same thing that I do, where you allow intimidation to be either strength or charisma?
I prefer it as strength, but if you want it as charisma, I'm not gonna like.
I mean, technically, it's supposed to be in charisma, so
Yeah.
cool. Because I prefer it to be strength.
I
Because
mean,
it makes sense that you can either use
Like-
your words or your build.
Right.
Like,
I mean, it's funny because even as a Goliath, I have a huge +2 intimidation, even when it's not strength.
I allow people to use either, but you choose when you make your character.
I usually think it just kind of depends on how you're trying to intimidate.
And if you like role play out something actually genuinely intimidating, I'm not gonna let you roll. Like,
Right. The whole point of what Kit was doing there was to be like, oh yeah, you fucked up. We actually are a group. Like,
And you guys have a name now.
Yeah.
What are
That was a nice
He was
call.
like, if you need a name for us, we're the Crusaders. And he was like,
Aw,
all
I
right,
thought that
whatever.
was a nice call to the name of the campaign.
I would have gone with Three Musketeers, but you know,
Three Musketeers would have been good.
Your seat's been taken.
it's too late now. Also, yeah, I'm sorry. You don't
When we get into the town, Kit will kind of like to both of y'all just. I apologize for taking the initiative back there, but according to him, we apparently need to function as a unit with a leader.
I thought that was me.
Well, yes, normally. But I kind of accidentally took that just
Well,
now.
You're not taking nothing.
Well, when it comes to actually making decisions, we will make them as a group.
Correct.
When it comes to dealing with
In
the
terms
people
of
of
who
this
is our
place,
fake leader,
Mm.
I've already given our group a name.
Felix part of Dot just came out. You're making it weird.
You're making it
He's
weird.
like, I will still refer to you normally as our leader.
You can do whatever you like.
All right, so you walk into Variety Bog. It's this big fucking bustling city. There's people fucking everywhere.
Me and Kit are in the driver's seat.
Think New York plus Baldur's Gate plus Vegas plus the big city in Unova and Pokemon. Like, it's huge.
Fall under Vegas.
There's fucking people everywhere.
Pokemon Go would be fucking popping.
Yeah. Some people are fucking pissed drunk at 2 in the afternoon. Some people look pissed. Some people are out on a date. Like, it's fucking chaos in here. And you guys are walking through it on a cow and a cart.
And like I said, I'd like to, anybody who looks remotely friendly, well, hi!
Howdy!
I'm looking for a guy by the name of Funkin' Fudge. Do you know where I can find him?
Ain't we all? You head down this street, make a
Alright,
left,
okay.
head down another street,
Okay.
make a right, then
Alright,
another left,
okay.
then head straight, left, straight, right there. And he just walks away.
Thank you!
that sounds like it leads right back here.
Huh. Okay, well, let's just keep going.
3 lefts just makes 1 right.
Let's just keep going. I don't know if that quite helped us.
Probably not.
Well, you
That
know.
guy seemed quite drunk.
I'm not going to tell you if you encounter a drunk person or not.
I know.
They're just all super friendly.
Cool.
Look, yeah.
I did pre-roll to see what the first person you met was going to be, though. And now I'm just going to roll for every person you try to talk to.
Cool.
That was not a pre-roll. I just knocked over a tower.
Perhaps try again.
I'm gonna.
There's
Scout
definitely
for the next
people that,
person.
like, as they get a little closer, they're kind of like, because they're, like, walking around Milky Way.
She's
Milky
gonna,
Way's occasionally like,
she's gonna get
Move.
down off the driver's seat and go in front of Milky Way and kind of like clear a better path. That way, it's not just like, oh fuck, a cow.
there are signs for stables and shit, by the way.
I'm not leaving Milky Way with the fucking middle of New
I'm
York.
just letting you know.
Huh?
It's effectively a parking garage. I'm just letting you know.
Kit, do you think we need to park Milky Way?
I would probably try to take her to Fudge and see where he thinks we should take her.
All right.
I
so
would hate
she's-
for your grandfather's cow to be taken this early.
Oh, trust me, I would too. So, she's just, pardon me, pardon us, you know, blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
And if anybody kind of does, if anybody seems remotely nice and doesn't give off an immediate bitch vibe,
Yeah, there's some people that are like, oh, yeah, no problem. Like that kind of thing.
she's gonna try to stop and be like, oh, can I ask you a question? Do you know where I can find fucking Fudge? Fucking
Fudge.
They're not gonna fucking fudge. Oh, that attitude.
Fudge.
This. Yeah. Yes,
Are you okay?
I'm great.
Where can I find him?
You're gonna go down here.
Okay.
You're gonna make a left.
Okay.
Head straight.
Okay.
Make a right.
Okay.
Head up a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Another left.
Okay.
Club Caramel will be right there.
Club Caramel.
Pumpkin Fudge's Club Caramel.
Okay, thank you so much.
No problem.
You have a great day.
Yeah.
You look like you're having a great day already.
I'm a few drinks deep.
Aw, good for you.
Thank you. He starts to walk away. And he's gonna, wait, can I get your number? Come back!
We're already going a little faster.
Yeah, Milky Way's just like, move, and like starts moving faster.
I will protect these children. So,
Move
Caramel, wait, Club
over to-
Caramel, is that what you said?
Yes.
Do you think we should believe that?
It's worth a shot. He didn't give us 3 lefts as a direction.
Okay, let's try to follow this fucking route. It's left, then right, then left.
Left, forward, right, forward, and then cold caramel should be there.
Right. I feel like you made that up, and I'm trying to remember what it was.
Do you guys follow that path?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So, follow that path. There are moments where you're stuck in traffic because this place is so busy and you're riding around in a car and a cow. This place is not designed to be, like, you're the only, one of the few carts that are actively going through a bunch of streets, you know? But eventually, you do end up on a street and you pull up right next to this building. It's like a nice indigo, and in a big neon sign, Club Caramel is like a nice cursive font.
Okay. I'm gonna go inside, see if he's actually here. You wait here and protect Milky Way and Igneas.
Right.
Igneas. Protect Kit.
What about Milky Way?
Kit can protect Milky Way. You protect Kit in the car.
Okay.
Okay. And then she'll go inside.
Okay.
Or I don't know if there's a bouncer or something. I don't know what's this.
It's one of those buildings that has like the front door, but you know how it's like kind of like an off box. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like there's like at the front door and there's a room. There's like a lobby.
Right.
So you just walk right in.
I'd like to walk right in, take me to my surroundings.
There is pretty effectively a light brown slime girl at a desk.
Is she the only person here?
She's at a desk. There's a door to the right of the desk, and there's doors on the 2 opposite ends of the room.
Is she like chocolate syrup?
She's caramel. She's like melty caramel.
Oh, right, okay.
So she's kind of take it all in, and then as she's slowly walking up to her,
Hello.
hi. I am looking for a man by the name of Funkin' Fudge.
Ain't we all?
What?
Do you have a meeting? Do you?
He is expecting me.
Is he?
Yeah.
What is your name? And she like takes out a book.
My name is Trolli.
I don't appear to have anyone by the name of Trolli in here.
What?
I don't have a Trolli in this book.
She's more reeled by the fact that there's a book.
On the other side of the door behind you, you can hear like club music. Yeah.
But he is here, right?
Oh yeah.
Can you?
He owns the place.
Can you call him down here? He does know me. Because let's be honest, if you do not call him down here, I will call him down here.
She like reaches under her desk and clicks a
Oh
button.
no! Here we go.
Give him a minute.
Do I need to roll perception to see?
Roll perception.
Charlie's about to get arrested. That's a soft 20.
She 100% just called security.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I guess I'm pulling my phone back out and calling Funkin'.
You pull your phone back out and you start to dial in a number. One of the rooms on the sides opens up. Bohemian walks out.
Oh.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
What?
Bohemian.
What do you want? Why are you here?
What do you mean?
Trolli?
Yeah, it's Trolli.
Right.
I'm still on the
Bohemian.
phone.
You know. Hey, hello.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
It's me.
Why are you here? Who is that?
Oh, that's Bohemian.
Why are you on? Bohemian? Yes. Now he's on this little thing. Yes. Is Sweet Pea here? Yes. Her name is Trolli. Right. Should have put down her actual name in the book.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh my god.
Tell Beth just let her on through. What do you need, Sweet Pea? Now he's back on the phone with you.
Well, I was trying to come see you, but the nice lady at the front desk says that I'm not allowed. I'm not in your book.
Shit, Beth is like,
Well, she said she was a nice lady.
right.
No, she did. She did everything right.
Yeah,
I
no,
just
that's-
assumed that
that's
there was a
my-
miscommunication.
That's my bad. I got a little excited and I told her to expect Sweet Pea.
Ah. I should have known
I
that
got-
you should have. Yeah,
I
I should
got-
have known.
Between you and I got a little flustered. What? Listen, the point here.
What?
The point here. You're good to go. I will. Bohemian. As you're on the phone with him, Bohemian is like, Sweet Pea is Trolli. You know how he is, and she's like, yeah. This is far from the first time I've been given a nickname for somebody, and then they get mad at me.
No, she's not mad.
Like that kind of, like, Bohemian's like, do you actually need security, or am I good to go? Okay, thank you, Beth. And Bohemian goes back into his little, like where all the bouncers are when there's not a lot of foot traffic.
I feel bad now.
You can come on up. Nothing to worry about.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
She'll hang up. Oh, thank you. I'm so sorry for the trouble. Oh, I'm so
It's okay.
You
You get in this line of work, you get used to it.
I'm really curious about that book. What's up with that?
Oh, that I handle all his meetings, and it's his schedule.
Oh, okay.
Trolli was not on the schedule, but I can see here that he was expecting someone by the name of Sweet Pea.
Right, that is my bad. It was miscommunication on my end.
When you think about it, it's his bad.
A little bit. I was trying to give him the
Did you
benefit of the
need
doubt.
any refreshments or anything before you head on up?
No, I just wanted to thank you for your kindness, and she'll leave.
Okay. Like leave back outside or head like
Oh.
she gestures like that other door on the far wall, there's a staircase behind it, you can go up.
She's just gonna go up the stairs.
Okay. So you head up the stairs, and at first it puts you on this like balcony on the second floor. You can look down. It's a club. There's a dance floor. It's the middle of the day, and there's still a healthy amount of people here, but it's clearly not like in full swing.
Mm-hmm.
There are one or two dancer poles there, but nobody's currently using them. On this balcony, which is currently empty because they only open it up when the main floor is at capacity, there is it's effectively the same layout as the main room, just with a big hole in the middle. And on the other side of them is another door, in which you see Fudge come out of. And Fudge saunters on over to you. What's going on, Sweet Pea? It's been a minute.
Oh, hi.
How are you?
I'm okay.
You all right there? You want something to drink?
I would love a water, please.
It's not what could I meant, but okay.
Oh. What did you think?
I meant like something to drink, and he holds up a beer. He has 2 beers, like
What's the drinking age like?
21.
Oh. Am I enough of a bad child? Nah, Peapod would be disappointed.
You're right.
So
You know what? Gotta
I
respect
can't-
the girl with morals.
I
I'm
can't.
gonna drink both of these in that case.
Go right ahead.
He puts one in his like bomber jacket pocket, pops the other one.
Well, how are you?
Water, right?
Yes, please.
Right. He's a little flustered.
How are you?
And he's still dressed
Oh,
in
God.
cowboy hat, scarf, bomber jacket, no undershirt, gunslinger-ish jeans with the same outfit.
Yeah.
And he walks over to a fridge, pops it open, takes out a thing of water, and hands it to you.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. What's on your mind? What's bothering you? You seem distressed. I don't like it when a pretty girl's distressed. What? What was that? What did you say? You said something there.
Just fucking reeling. It's been a very stressful past few days.
Tell me about it.
Well, what's going on with you?
You know how hard it is. Okay, first, I didn't quite think it through. I did leave my club with not me or Bohemian here to run it for about 3 days. When I was bringing your friend home.
Right. I'm sorry.
It's all right. But we're back on track now, so everything's good. What about you? What's so hard about the past few days?
My sister's died.
My condolences, Trolli. I'm sorry. Knowing that, I should not have come at you so casually like that. That
She
is.
looks confused.
I should have been more considerate. I apologize.
I appreciate it.
I don't have much left in the way of family, so I can
I'm
understand.
very sorry to hear that.
I never got along with my father anyway, so.
Well, then, we can be your new family if you like.
Okay. He like,
Wait, we?
maybe. Let me think about it.
Oh, sure.
He remembers that Kit is part of that.
He remembers that Kit's part of it. There is a small part of him that's like, I can't flirt with her if she's my sister.
Oh, that's
I need a favor. I need your help.
What can I do you for?
about $50.
Some undead sisters. When we first met, we were talking about ruby sugar.
Mm-hmm.
I learned what it is. I don't care about that. I'm
Good.
not here to use it.
Good, that's good.
I'm-
I've only ever done it the 2 times. In my lowest moments. When the existential dread starts to sit in. What? Anyway.
She like puts
Takes
her hand.
another sip of beer.
She like puts her hand on his shoulder. Are you okay?
Fudge is fine. They don't call me Funkin' Fine Fudge for nothing.
They call you that?
Yeah,
Who calls you that?
them.
Anyway.
Me.
Yeah, me. I call me that.
Well, then that's all that's important, isn't it? But I desperately need your help finding some because it's very important that we get some.
Right, okay. If I might ask, if you don't want to take it, what do you need it for?
So, it's kind of like a grocery list that I'm collecting for the queen.
You're doing the queen's groceries?
Kind of. She needs us to collect some things for her. She won't tell us why. But, you don't say no to the queen.
Right.
And, heaven forbid that I say no to her, so...
So, let me get this straight. The queen wants drugs,
When you put it like that...
and you are just doing them.
When you put it like that, it does sound a little weird. But it is the truth. Cross my heart and hope to die.
Roll me a deception check.
At my -1 deception.
You fail the roll, and he's like, "Then hope to die you will," and just starts hitting you with the whip.
It's a 7.
Sweet pea, I feel like there's something you're not telling me here. And as much as I want to help you, I am a big believer in open and honest communication.
Fucking thought check. Okay. She's gonna pull a kid. Oh, can we talk somewhere a little more private?
Well, sure. He's like, yeah! But he's, sure. Real quick, if you don't mind me inferring, last I saw you, you had some friends.
Oh, shit.
Do they need anything? Where are they?
Motherfucker.
Bohemian didn't kick him out, did he?
No.
Because I know only you were on the schedule, but...
They are outside waiting for me.
Bohemian... What's the card look like?
It's a little wagon with a chocolate cow on the front of it. That's
Bohemian, outside there's a cart with a chocolate cow. Could you help them out? You don't hear the response. But we are going to cut away. He goes like, all right, yeah, let's head into my office. And you guys will head. We're going to cut away back outside to the cart. So you're still in the back? Mm-hmm. And you're still outside. You see Bohemian open and like fit himself under this door and look around. Oh, it's you.
Literally a cart with a chocolate cow.
Yeah. Literally, I thought it was some weird expression, but no, it's you.
Yep.
Right. Well, I've been instructed to let you on in, and I'll handle the cart for you.
Thank you.
And he kind of leans in, and he's not super quiet because it's a hustle and bustle street. Nobody's in the. He's like, "Are you here on?"
Yes.
At this point, I'll get out of the car.
I also have some news to share with you at a moment when you have a moment.
Here in a bit, we'll have a minute just to ourselves. Igneas, it's a pleasure. He,
Hello.
fellow Golem.
The tiny pebbles fly off.
It's like a really powerful fucking grab, probably.
Igneas, if you don't mind, it
Great
seems
help.
as though I have something to talk to Kit about, and your friend Trolli seems to be busy with Fudge.
Oh, she's busy already.
But I'll tell you what, there is a very Golem-friendly tavern down the street if you want to head down. If you want to come hang out in here, I suppose you can, but... We're not... Middle of the day, we're not fully open, so to speak.
there's not much to do.
I see. I'm content to wait until you've had your conversation. I don't want to leave my companions.
Sure thing. Well, tell you what, you head on inside with Kit. I will stable your cart for you.
Thank you.
I'll meet you inside. You can hang out with Beth. Beth is very sweet.
Please take care
No
of
pun
Milky Way.
intended. I will take care of your cow, sure.
It's not our cow.
We will die
You
if we
stole
lose
a
this.
cow?
We did not
Peepaws.
steal it.
Who?
Hans.
Hans.
It's his cow.
He will
Gotcha.
murder us. If
Knowing
we
that, please take care of her. It's his
I-
favorite cow.
I will take care of his favorite cow. And he will take her by, like, the...
The
She doesn't really
bridle-
have the thing, but he takes her by the straps, and for a sec... and then he, like, leads her off to a thing, and you both head inside. A few minutes later... well, actually, no. As soon as you sit inside, Beth is like, oh...
Hello.
Hello.
We were instructed by Bohemian to come inside.
Okay, there's my life Lily's here. Were you also here for Fudge, or are you hanging out with Bohemian, or
Both.
both? Okay. Well, you can wait on the floor. There's only a few people, but there's drinks and food, and
Thank you.
you can hang out. Okay. She she beckons for you guys to go to the main floor.
Alright, and I'll nod and kind of like go.
Kit has his weapon holstered, by the way.
So you walk out on the main floor, and like I just, there's tables. There's a few people there. The only like notable person there is that there is a rock golem sitting in there, at just one of the tables, just like nursing a drink. He doesn't seem to be particularly interested in any of the cute waitresses or the dancer. But there's plenty of open seating and an open bar if you guys want to do anything. Or if you want to just sit and wait for Bohemian, that works too.
Kit will order a whiskey.
Okay. It's another cute... They're cute slime girls that work here. She, after a second, gives you a whiskey. Like, here you go, sugar.
Thanks.
I'll probably come up to the bar and be like,
Tip
what?
her.
Because I don't know any better. What do you have to drink?
Well, you have quite a few things. Milkshakes, chocolate milk, pretty much any kind of alcoholic beverage you could want, water, juices. We have all sorts here.
I've never tried an alcoholic beverage before.
Well, I've got a regular over there, and she points to the golem. He quite likes bourbon, if you want to start there.
I could try that.
Okay. And she leaves and comes back with the bourbon and gives it to you.
Okay. I'm gonna try the bourbon. I'm probably gonna be pretty taken aback by, like, the strength of it because I was not prepared for that.
Mm-hmm.
But then after a second, just the burn kind of, like, fades away, and then it's like, okay, well, I asked for it, so now I have to finish it.
Right.
Nice.
I will say, you don't know this, Rocklums do have a very high tolerance.
So I'm not gonna know what's happening to me until it's way too late.
Stone.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so you guys sit and have drinks for a few minutes. A few minutes later, Bohemian comes back in, and he's like, okay, Igneas, I have an office we can go talk to one-on-one. Good. Relax and make yourself at home.
You,
I'm sorry, Igneas, relax and make yourself at home.
yeah.
You did both of them backwards, but I was just gonna ignore
Kid,
it.
well, you know what I meant. God, it's been a long day. That was an
That's
intimidating
why I said
cow.
I was just going to ignore it.
Intimidating cow.
And he leads you out into his office that I described earlier,
Right.
and you are left at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're going to cut back to you. We're just going to be cutting back and forth.
That's fine.
I'm gonna go grab a water bottle if that's alright.
My nose itches.
You want one?
Yes, please.
You want one? Damn.
Nope.
So you walk into Funkin' Fudge's office. It's pretty nice. It's got a nice like mahogany desk that almost looks like the ruby chocolate he's made out of, just a lot darker. It's got a mini fridge with a bunch of different kinds of drinks in it. It does have a really nice axe hanging on the wall, like up behind his desk. There is like a pretty hastily done little like painting of him, just like looking nice, you know, like that kind of thing. A few potted plants. Just overall, a nice office. And he walks around the desk and sits down in a swivel chair and, like, you know, puts his feet up and gestures to the seat in front of you.
So,
All right, Sweet Pea, what's bugging you?
Alright, so I apologize. I do indeed hate lying, and I did not like lying to you, but
It's all right.
in the spirits of being truthful, she's like, turn back to the door. Does it have, like, can it lock?
Yes.
She's gonna go lock it.
So you get up and you walk over, you lock it. As your back is turned, he's like,
Yeah.
he's like, it's fucking happening. It's fucking happening.
happening.
I built this office waiting for this moment, like that kind of thing.
I've never got to use this office for what I want.
And then when
for.
you turn around, he's like back to like, okay, this is clearly very serious.
She's not gonna sit down. She's gonna like go up to the edge of the desk, and she's gonna kind of lean on it and lean forward to him a little bit.
Like he like shifts to be like this, like. Okay.
She does not realize what she's doing to him.
Of course.
He's doing this, and he's like, even though he's already made of ruby chocolate, he's blushing a lot harder because now he's like, wait, now this is real. I don't know what to do.
So she's right here. I'm gonna be real with you for a moment.
Okay.
The queen did not just send us on some meaningless errand.
It did not seem like that, no. Especially when one of the things she's looking for is hard drugs.
Well, she is looking for drugs, but she's not.
I see.
I was being truthful about that. She does want the ruby sugar,
The ruby stones.
the ruby stone to make ruby sugar,
Okay.
but it is not for some meaningless errand. It is to help find a cure for the heat.
Well, I'll be.
And that is knowledge that is not supposed to be spread around, but I do
No,
trust
I
you.
fully understand that. That does not sound like a wise thing to be telling anybody. But I'm glad that you trust me enough to tell me. That means a lot, first of all. I see.
And then she'll take a seat.
Keep it together, Fudge.
Speaking of the heat.
Yeah, speaking of the heat, I'm feeling it. Well, okay. That puts things in perspective a bit.
And so, I have been doing my darnest to find these items, and I would really appreciate it if you help me.
Have you found anything yet?
We found the coconut.
Okay. Do you have it on you?
Not on my person.
Where is it?
It's with Kit.
And you're just traveling around with that thing?
Well, we were
What
gonna.
happens? What do you do if something happens to it?
Well, we were gonna pit stop here and then go back to her to drop it off. Because
Right.
this is on the way over there.
Right.
There's no sense to drive all the way back. Just come back here and back up there.
Right. Okay. Well, if you'd like, and he stands up, he walks over to that painting, and he swings it out like a door, and there's a safe behind it. If you need to keep something here, Sweet Pea, you can keep it here.
I will keep that in mind.
Listen, I know we don't know each other all too well. And frankly, I've got my own stuff going on that I'm not quite comfortable telling you. But I assure you, I am all for curing the heat. So if you need to keep something for safekeeping, and this here's safe, it's perfectly fine. Very few people know this is here. And he closes it again.
Okay.
As for your little journey and your little quest for ruby sugar, I don't know how much help I can give you. At least not yet. See, between you and I don't really want. I'm not super into the stuff. I've done it once or twice in my more depressing days, thinking back to my relationship with my father and all that fun stuff. You know, it's tough.
She like looks concerned.
But for the most part, don't like this stuff. A lot of patrons do. You know
I would
what I mean?
imagine.
And I'm not one to judge. There's a bit of a shortage going on. So I don't know how much I can help you get. But if you give old Fudge a little bit of time, I will do my best to help you find something.
Is there anything that I can do to help you?
I'm not sure I want you interacting with the schemy underbelly of this here city like I have to on a regular basis.
I assure you,
Pretty young
I
thing
am
like you,
much-
what should not be doing that.
I assure you, I am a lot tougher than I look.
There's some pretty tough people here, but
I mean, we did unnecessarily beat up the man up front.
good. That's what I wanted you to do. I love me a woman.
God, you didn't pay him.
What?
I'm sorry, what?
What? What'd you say? I didn't say anything.
Are you sure you're feeling okay?
I've
I've met a lot of drunk people today.
I'm feeling great.
I've been hit on one too many times today.
Who's hitting on you?
Some random drunk people in the street. It's whatever.
Well, I would never. You know, frankly, I think, you know, I'll tell you what I would not do is hit on you. No, not that I think you are unhittable. Not that I would ever hit you. You know what I'm trying to say? What?
It's starting to click for her. She's starting to piece together some things. Are you okay? You're looking a little...
Anyway,
red.
as I was saying, I'm always looking a little red, first of all, but as I
A
was
little
saying,
red than usual.
He takes off his hat and does like the, anyway. I will help you find some ruby stone to make some ruby sugar, but there's a little bit of a shortage right now.
As I heard.
I will just give me a little bit of time.
Well, how much time are we talking?
A couple days, maybe.
A couple days.
I'll give you enough time to go see the queen if you need to.
Hypothetically, if I go to the queen and then come back, will you be ready?
Most likely, especially if you give me a call when you're going to hit on your way back.
Then I'll
But-
do that. What's the but?
Hold on now. And he like rubs at his stomach a little bit. He's like, all right, look, there might be a chance I can help you out tonight. Maybe.
Oh,
But in the wee hours of the morning.
I'm okay with that.
And I can't guarantee anything.
Okay. What is the chance? What are the
There
chances?
is a small local meetup of some other people that I have not been invited to, but I know when and where it's happening.
I see.
And if you would like the two of us to perhaps try to introduce ourselves into this meeting. The problem is, very small scale, we cannot afford any kind of attention. Your friends cannot come along. I wasn't even planning on going with Bohemian, which is pretty rare.
Right.
But there is a slim chance that there might be some news of source there. And as you dwell on that, we're going to cut back to you. So you walk in to Bohemian's little office. And you know that room in the Matrix where they like interrogate Neo before he goes?
Yeah.
It's that. Like it's just, there's just nothing there. Apologies, I'm not really one for decorating.
Understandable.
And he opens the door for you and like
He'll
closes it, locks it behind you. There's just a couple chairs and he sits in one.
Kid will sit in the other.
So, how is everything? I know it's only been a few days since I've seen you, but
Well, I have a lot of news.
okay.
Unfortunately, we found Charlie's sisters. They were already gone.
That's a shame.
In doing so, we managed to get one of the ingredients.
Cook here.
Yes. And then also, we found the one that they were talking about, the larger one.
Was it not the one that?
No. This one was larger than either you or Igneas. We found it in
How large?
it was what, like 13 feet tall, I
Around
think you said? About 13 feet tall, wider than either of you, and thicker in most dimensions.
Okay. Well, I apologize that I wasn't there to.
It's fine. We took care of it. We dropped it down a rather sizable pit.
Do you know where the pit led?
Well, when we were throwing torches to see how far down it went, it seemed to just dead end at some point. The torches went out. I assume there was probably water at the bottom.
Okay.
If not, then there was probably the natural sodas that were
Right.
forming there.
So it is most likely dead.
Most likely, yes.
Okay. Well, that's something at least.
Yes.
So, you are still here looking for sugar, correct?
Yes. We were hoping that you or Fudge would be able to help us.
That's more Fudge's vein of business than I, but I do know that there is a shortage. And he redescribes, like, there isn't much right now. Like, do you have any semblance of what the other ingredients might be?
Not yet.
Does the queen?
She said she would contact us when she found out.
Have you tried contacting her?
I contacted her and let her know that we found the first ingredient, but she does not have any semblance of when or of where the others might be, or quite yet what they are.
Interesting. Are you sure the queen is not... Forgive me. I'm a naturally inquisitive person. Are you positive she's not withholding anything from you?
I'm sure she is. She is the queen. She cannot afford to let out all the secrets, obviously, but I do have healthy doses of mistrust for most, obviously.
Well, why not just ask her then? Kit, you seem like a, well, perhaps not as strong as I, but a strong man. I'm not going to ask you to strong-arm the queen.
Right.
But she does seem to need you quite a bit, at bare minimum. Perhaps, I'm sure you have some way of contacting her. If you were to contact her and try to squeeze a little bit of information, you might be rewarded in some way. I would rather this all be solved sooner rather than later.
I would as well.
I won't force your hand. That's just what I would suggest. I'm sure she's a very busy woman and does not have time to often contact you herself.
Right.
But I won't make her you contact her if you don't want to.
I will dwell on it.
In the meantime, I did not have the opportunity to tell you when we were with them, but I've come back to Barbarian Bog. So I've been dwelling on what you told me, where perhaps the heat is manufactured. And if I had to guess, I believe I know who it would be by. There are rumblings around the Barbarian Bog of a group of people that don't just stay here, but they exist. That's as much as I can let you know now. And I can't say for certain it's this group, but they're known as the Nougat Order. I've never met anyone in this order. The closest I know of anyone in this order is that they are led by someone named Fluorite.
By what?
Fluorite.
Like the toothpaste?
Fluoride or fluorite?
With a T.
T.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Now, and I only am telling you this because you're a very capable man. You would find this out on your own relatively quickly, especially if you're talking to Fudge. He may or may not be going somewhere tonight, and he may or may not learn some stuff there. I don't know. My point here is, if I had to guess, that is the group doing this. Only because they're so secretive, and we know they're doing something. Fudge and I tend to do some research to meet some of his goals he's only dropped this lead because he's relatively confident they're not doing what he's keeping an eye out for, which I am at no liberty to tell you.
Right.
But it stands to reason that perhaps this order of people have created a virus for one reason or another.
Has it been impacting the planes much?
I mean, there's cases of the heat, yes. Trash can creatures here and there as well. But that is the only reason why I'm in. How is it, where I'm leading with this, kid? How is it that you contact the Queen?
I have a specific personal line to her.
Right. He, like, cracks his neck. Well, kid, I trust you quite a bit, and I don't want to pressure you in any way. I'd be lying if I said that there weren't some things Fudge and I have access to that are very illegal in every other colony on this continent.
I'm well aware. It's come to my attention that Fudge is a bit more powerful than I originally thought.
Right. Now, we do have the means to, if you are on the phone, trace the location of the call. And I know that the Nougat order is based somewhere here. So if you would like to try.
Contacting the Nougat Order? Or
Contacting the Queen and seeing where the call leads, so to speak. I'm sure that if the Queen is suspect, there will be someone able to listen in on that call.
Well,
And if there is someone listening in, Fudge is busy tonight. I have the night free. If there is someone listening in that we find, you, Igneas, and myself could try to gather a bit more information on this group.
I assume you trust Fudge with your life.
We have our disagreements here and there, but yes, I do. I know things about that man that he has never told anyone else, and I know what his goals are.
Can you trust his people with your life?
Me and the waitresses here are his people, effectively.
I mean the people you were talking about that can trace the calls.
That's us. It's like he pats himself down a little bit because there's some drawers in here. He takes out like a little thing that you can attach to the Oreo. He's like, "That's just this. That's we could do it now. I just attach it to your thing, and you make a call, and we pray to act now."
Ah, no. There it goes.
Okay. All right.
You want to try?
I do have my doubts of her. Maybe not necessarily her, but
Worst case scenario,
Somewhere
we
in.
find out if somebody's listening in.
right. And you said it also tracks her location?
Yep.
And if it leads to non-paralysis, then we can at least rule her out for the most part.
Okay. And he hands you the thing, and
Will
it's
they be able to track that we are tracking?
no.
All right.
And he gives you this thing. It's pretty much this little disc. All you have to do is pop open the Oreo, like put the disc on the frosting, and then use it as normal. Yeah.
It's a double stuff. now.
Yeah, pretty. It's a double stuff.
Oh my god.
There you go.
I love it.
Yes, it's a double stuff. So, effectively, the way this is going to work is that now when you make this call, Bohemian will take out the little screen. It will show where the call is originating from, where it's going and any other location on the line. Clarification, Bohemian is saying it stands to reason that the Nougat Order, its headquarters or its leader, whatever, would be here.
Right.
I did roll to see how this is going to go. It's up to you to place the call.
Okay. Kit will flip open the phone and however I dial the Oreo.
Kit?
Yes.
Kit, oh, it's a pleasure. Is everything okay?
Yes, we are currently in the Donut Plains trying to find the stone.
Good, good.
It might take a little bit, so I was wondering if you had any leads on any of the next items.
Actually, yes. I was hoping to give it to you. I got it just this morning. I was hoping to give it to you when you got back. Finally, I got a letter from the right hands to the current count.
Margaret
Maurice, yes. And they say that they have information towards one of the ingredients that they believe could help. Let me pull up a thing really quick. They say that they have information on where you could get, this is going to sound weird, not sea salt, but salt for what we would need.
Right.
It's brown salt, but it tastes like sea salt. Which is, listen, I don't know what Zero, our scientist, I don't cook, kid. But they, regardless, kid, they say that they have information that they're just not comfortable writing in a letter. So I was going to send you their way.
Right.
I just wanted you to get back here, and I would give you the letter. But if you want to just head straight there, I'm all for it.
All right. How is relief efforts going for non-paralysis?
And as you're talking, Bohemian is like, keep going, like keep her
That's
on the line.
the
Like,
plan,
yeah.
right.
And she's like, well, so far, most of everything that was broken has been rebuilt. Raz is doing well. I took your advice, kid. I am allowing him to train.
Good.
He's performing wonderfully.
I'll have to come see his progress next time I'm in town.
That would be nice. Was there anything else I could do for you?
I don't suppose a gummy merchant, ended up showing up in town at any point.
We have a lot of merchants that pass through here.
Fair enough. I sent a merchant your way. He seemed to have some
We've had
eccentric items, but useful.
We've had a few merchants come in lately, so I would hope there was a few gummy ones. You came back from Gitchen. Ah shit! I'm sorry you caught me in bed with my new lover. Like that. I'm kidding.
Whoa.
I'm completely kidding.
She gives me keys.
She could get some kiss on the penis.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
So weird.
So weird.
And he will say, and then
Bohemian at this point is just giving you a thumbs up. Like you can stop whenever you're ready.
he'll say, just for one more little clarification, he'll just and the survivors, how are they faring?
Some better than others. You know, as you know, the heat affects the body in a number of ways. But they're still surviving.
Right.
Before I let you go, actually, what was up with that fudge guy you guys sent back with?
Mary was terrified of leaving on her own because we were attacked that night. We defended her, but she was scared, and we met a trustworthy person.
Good Samaritan. Okay, he was just a little odd.
He is
very,
a little
very
odd.
talkative. Thank God he didn't hit on me.
He is a little odd, but
He was very interested in all the war stuff we have on display.
He has good taste, though.
He seemed a little frustrated when he was done looking through it, though. Anyway, good luck. Don't hesitate to come back if need be, but otherwise, the Empire wants to see you guys.
Right. We will head that way as soon as we can. We'll update you and if anything else happens.
Okay. Bye, kid.
Goodbye.
And since I already rolled for it, Bohemian's like, there's only 2 lines connected. This one and Umbralis. So that doesn't rule it out, mind you, but
it does restore my faith a bit.
good. I'm glad. Faith in what you believe in is something you should always carry with you.
She mentioned the name of the scientist, by the way. Something I hadn't gotten before.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently one scientist has made all of the progress, and I thought that a bit suspicious as well.
That does sound odd. What was his name?
0 is what she said. That's right. Is that what she said? Okay. 0 is what she said.
That doesn't ring any bells for me, but even so, it's a good point.
We are apparently... Was he able to, listen in on the conversation?
No.
Oh, okay. We are apparently to head to the Cocoa Empire. That is where we will get our next clue. We have to go and see the Chocula's right hands.
Right. Okay, well,
Perhaps they'll be able to lend me one.
haha. Right. That was a very dark joke, kid. Well,
You learn to cope.
right.
That's the kind of thing that Seftis would have busted out laughing and clapped. And then because he's a little bit dumb like this, he would have gone for a high five.
All I can remember is that fucking video with Woody.
Oh, I remember the thing I did to you the other day of we're gonna cut to Igneas. So you, at this time, these conversations are taking a lot longer than they're actually taking. At this point, it's getting pretty late at night.
Mm-hmm.
And you're sitting at the bar. You idly chat with the lady at the bar now and then. She's very nice to you. And then, as it gets later into the night, Beth comes in, taps that other golem on the shoulder, whispers something in his ear, and leaves. And the golem downs the rest of his drink and walks outside.
I'm tempted to check whether or not I even noticed that.
You notice.
Okay.
You notice.
Okay.
A golem moves and you definitely notice it.
Well, I was gonna say, because I rolled a con to see how, drunk I was getting.
You're not drunk whatsoever.
No?
No. You have to sit here for, all day, just slugging them back nonstop.
Damn, okay, it's
Your
that.
liver is made of stone.
Yeah.
Okay.
You drink alcohol because you're one of the weirdos that genuinely enjoys how it tastes, and it's not a matter of getting intoxicated. Or you drink, super crazy high-end alcohol content shit from the island, but you've never done that.
Essentially, alcohol made for golems.
Yeah. You're like Captain America, where it's if I drink for a day straight, I might get buzzed.
Shit. Okay.
You essentially just have to drink ethanol.
Perhaps.
I'm curious about that, but I don't know that person.
The lady at the bar is kind of do you say anything?
No, but I'm clearly watching him go.
The lady at the bar kind of good old Crag. He always makes an effort to. He's really nice. Not everybody's as.
You know him?
Yeah, he's a regular. Not everyone is super nice to golems, but Fudge is a big believer in being nice to golems. So he comes in here all the time. He's got a tab that he keeps well paid. But he does make the request that we let him know whenever it's raining. I don't know why. You're a golem. It's raining if that matters to you.
Would that mean anything to me?
No.
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 Okay. I didn't think so. Has he ever said why?
No, he just whenever it starts to rain as long as it's more like a drizzle, it's got rain, and he asks that we let him know, and we do let him know, and then he leaves. I guess he never comes back in.
Thank you. You've been very kind. I'm going to get up and try to see what's going on with that. I'll
Okay.
leave and see if I can find where he went.
Right.
Which way he's going.
Pretty much if you're just following him, because you're not very fast, but neither is he. And if anything, you're probably faster because you're an adventurer, and he's not. He's just a guy. So you see that he goes outside, and he goes into an alleyway across the street.
I'm going to try and look down the alleyway.
He's just standing there. He's standing there looking up at the sky.
While it's raining.
Yep.
I'm going to try coming over to him. Is he kind of in that state where he's not really aware, or...
Pretty much.
Okay, I'm going to try and tap him on the shoulder.
Oh, hello?
Hi. What are you doing out here?
Oh, it's not important. Hi, sorry, my name is Crag. How are you?
Igneas.
Igneas.
I'm well.
Good.
I saw you leave the bar and I thought it curious.
I saw you come into the bar with that friend of yours.
Yes.
That's nice. How long have you known your friend?
Oh, not very long. At this point, out of character, it's been a week, right?
It's been week and a half.
A week and a half. Less than 2 weeks.
Oh.
We're not incredibly close, but we have seen many things together.
That's cool. Still new to interpersonal relationships, I guess. That's neat. How old are you?
4.
4.
What about yourself?
Around 200. Do you have anyone any non-golem that you care a lot about?
A few.
Like who?
Well, the person that you saw me with, Kit.
Kit.
I care about him. There was another person I was with, but they went directly to see Funkin' Fudge. Her name is Trolli. I'm assuming that he probably knows who Funkin' Fudge is, because it seems
he
like
owns
Funkin' Fudge is kind of an important...
Look up and see a neon of fudge
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Trolli's family.
Oh, that's good. So you have... Are they like your family too?
They've sort of taken me in almost as one of their own.
That's really cool, Igneas. I used to have stuff like that. I used to have people I cared a lot about. I actually used to have a Choclatin girl that I even loved for a little while.
Is that possible?
I didn't think so. But love is a fickle thing, you know?
I don't know.
Right. You don't know. Most golems don't know. But Igneas, I don't know how you feel about it. We are effectively cursed. We can't die. I don't know if you've ever thought too hard about it.
Yes, we can.
Not by old age.
Well, no.
And,
In what way is that a curse?
well, because obviously the woman I fell in love with I outlived, and I'm a retired adventurer. And she didn't really have anyone, because you know how a lot of adventurers are. If I don't live and preserve her memory, who will? And so here I am, alone. But we're cursed beyond that. Think about how little we can do at the end of the day. You didn't even know if we could fall in love. We don't have the grace to just naturally die. We're stuck until we decide to kill ourselves. That's not a way to live. And then he looks back up at the sky, and he has these same
divots for eyes that you have, and
yeah.
pretty much what he's just allowing to happen is them to fill up and trickle over, and he kind of mumbles to himself, we don't even have the gift of crying when we've lost. The best I can do is come out and stand in the rain.
That's given me a lot to think about. Like, I can't voice that in character, but that did give me a lot to think about.
And he keeps looking up at the sky, and he's just... Love while you can, Igneas. Because unless something seriously changes, there's going to come a day where your friends are dead. And you have to live on as their living legacy. And I can tell you from experience, that is not fun to bear. You'll learn to value the rain like I do. Because that's the best I can offer them in mourning.
Is it not significant enough simply to keep her memory alive when no one else can, and to keep it alive longer than anyone else can?
It's up for you to decide. I'll continue to sit out here for a while. You're welcome to go back in if you'd like. Like, his tone of voice is because he literally can't cry. You know when it's like, imagine you are acting crying and you're bad at it. That's like, he sounds like he actively wants to, but he literally can't.
He doesn't have a throat.
He doesn't have the capacity to, he doesn't have a throat, he doesn't have tear ducts.
Right.
He doesn't even have eyeballs for a flash of sadness to go across.
All he has is emotions.
All he has is emotions and the ability to let rain pool out of his sockets.
Damn.
Yikes.
I'm sure that has to look weird.
Probably. But that's
As
like looking through it, like.
oh, yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
but like, if from a perspective of an artistic point, that's a really sad scene.
That was a really sad image, and one that I kind of want to draw.
Draw it.
Anyway, I'll kind of like, with that, nod to him and I guess go on my way and bid him farewell.
It gives you a solemn wave.
I'll go back to, I'm sure Kit's going to be expecting me to be still at the bar, so
Right.
back to the bar.
We are going to quickly come back to you. So, as we've been shooting the shit in here, like I said, there is that one small thing you and I can try to go do. But I give you no promises.
That is alright.
All right is in we're gonna go do it, and it's all right that there's no promises, or all right is in you don't want to do it.
It's alright that there's no promises. All I need is the chance.
All right, well, what time is it now? I'll be damned. Okay, so we got like be ready in like 2 hours.
Sure thing.
In the meantime, you're welcome to do whatever you like. I'm gonna prepare though, so if you can give me a little bit of privacy.
Of course. Sure.
I'll see you in 2 hours, sweet pea.
I'll probably just be down in the lobby, to be honest.
I'll be in here, so I'll see you in 2 hours.
Alright.
And as soon as you close the door, he's kind of like, yeah. And that's where we'll end our session. We'll end our session on like that, like jump freeze from like, you're the best. Like, that's it. That's our session.
All right.